Hello. Welcome in. I am the Tipsy Tiger. I am your enchantment professor and Romythra high stakes campaign runner. And this is Magic Academy. Thank you all so much for being here. It has been a journey and a half to get to where we are. It has been almost 2 months since we started All's Fair. I was so terrified and I am so incredibly proud of all of y'all who have been a part of it. Yes, Duckburg, a journey and a half, if you will. Let's go ahead and see who's in here. Of course, we have Leaked Prism as first, aka the man who comes in and puns 30 minutes before showtime. I love you, baby. Also, we have thank you for those of you who have been contributing to the evil mini-series challenge. We are, I think, about like almost 40% there. Yeah, we're 37%. So if you can keep donating, we're super stoked for that. And I do see in our notification squad, we have SG Wanderer. I always call you Wanderer. It's Wanderer, but Mist. Hi, Mist. Mist is in the notification squad, and Duckburg is in the notification squad. Also, Charlie isn't a weirdo. Thank you so much for subscribing for another month. We love having you here. Thank you so much for being here, Charlie. And of course, I see a Churney in chat, and I know Magic is our director in the back. But welcome back, everyone. We are in for a bit of a longer session tonight, as we are in our crunchy battle finale. Lots of new stuff going on. It is going to be a great time. So let's do a few quick announcements as I look at my Discord to make sure that I don't, miss anything. Also, hello, Trash Panda Tony. Thank you so much for being here. As Leech Prism just chants TPK, TPK. So, as a reminder, this is a rated R stream. This is going to be a lot of violence tonight, so get freaking ready. Thank you for adding to the chant, Journey Adventures. And thank you for that resources tab. If you need to step away for any reason, please take care of yourself. Your mental health comes first. Few announcements. Tomorrow we are dark for Odyssey, but not dark on the stream. We have a game that people are playing that I promptly forgot the title of, Destiny 2.
Divinity Original Sin 2. I got you.
Thank
Divinity
you.
Original Sin 2 video game that will be led by obviously the wonderful Magic Sheep, accompanied by myself, Evelyn sometimes down there, and Duckburg. We're gonna. Well, it was a trip and a half to try and get to the tutorial, so we're gonna go from there.
So don't miss out on tomorrow. I'll be vibing in chat at 6 p.m. Central. Though it is dark for Odyssey, the Academy never sleeps. We pull all-nighters all the time. In addition, on Saturday, we are having our second One Ring game, which was such a blast last Saturday. We are loving playing this TTRPG, and our group of fearless hobbits. I had a marvelous time. I can't speak for everyone else, but I certainly had a marvelous time. And it's a great deal of fun. So if you're around on Saturday at 12 p.m. Central, we're doing session 2 of that as Mad Bilbo Baggins is sending our group of hobbits on another quest. Is there anything I am missing, my fellow Academy members? Wonderful. I hear a voice in my ear telling me things. So the final preamble of Odyssey will be up tomorrow morning for Adrian. It will be the one non-charge one, but we hope that you guys will be interested in joining our Patreon and seeing all the fun stuff. Adrian being our reborn rogue boy from Odyssey, and you'll get to find out a little bit about him in the preamble that is releasing on our Patreon tomorrow. Unless there is anything else, we are first going to say a big thank you to Circle DM for coming in unexpectedly to guest star once again as Hades. Yes, Lore.
Prism is correct. We currently have a giveaway going on in the Discord for so thanks to you guys and your wonderful support, we were able to reach our $200 goal for Streamers for a Cause. One of those goals was that we were able to get a hold of 2 of the digital copies of the One Ring. I believe it was the starter guide, Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Where's voice in our heads. So we've got 2 digital copies of the starter kit. Join the Discord, fill out the Google. We're going to give away a raffle on Saturday. So if you would like a copy to play, one of the nasty, filthy hobbits yourself, you're going to have to come hang out with us.
The other reward. Go ahead, Lord.
The other reward. Sorry, guys. We're hearing voices.
Oh God! It sounds like magic.
But the other rewards that you may have missed, where Magic did in fact do 50 push-ups on stream. We are doing a onesie. We are doing a onesie Odyssey game, so we are all going to be dressed in our comfy pajamas. And then the final reward was that Magic is going to be playing Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, and I believe it was an evil run for Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. So those were the rewards. That's what you guys have unlocked. So Pathfinder will be on Fridays. We'll be starting this Friday at 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central, 8 Eastern, 7. What?
So Duckburg will be.
Why is he a jerk?
Magic just said Duckburg's a jerk. You heard it here on stream.
Justice for Dickburg.
Is he playing Pathfinder with you? There we go. That explains it. So it'll be co-commentary with Duckburg on Friday night.
I'm sorry. I'm just listening, wondering what it looks like to our Twitch audience to see Lore just look into the abyss as someone who they cannot hear speaks to them. And it's just a great time. Also, hello, Lore's mama. Hi, Mom. Thanks for being here, Mom.
Hey, Mama.
Nice. Amazing.
I'm never prepared.
Never prepared for that. Well, we have a big episode ahead of us, so let's get started. Last time we were in All's Fair, you had made it into Celestine, the sort of chaotic nature realm of Rapturalia, the equivalent of Romythra's. It is Romythra's heaven. Kern actually has a home in Celestine and was able to bring you all into his abode. But you all suddenly had an unexpected visitor, the one and only Hades, god, one of the 7 gods. I know the number of my gods. One of the 7 gods of the Romythra, and particularly the god of the underworld. Hades came back for one pretty specific purpose, which was to find his love Persephone and convince her to come with him, as the gods had planned to unleash a large, superpowered solar dragon onto Romythra to purge both the infernal and celestial sides of the war, as they feel it has gotten so out of control. They're basically, if you pardon the biblical reference, Noah's arcing this shit. And that he came to say that he would do whatever Persephone wanted if she came with him. Persephone said she would if he brought her friends, and that was contingent on if they would even go. In the meantime, we had a lovely moment in the kitchen. We had some moments with Medea and Kern, getting to know Kern, finding out that he has a wife who he is caring for in a comatose state. Medea lamenting the loss of her husband and who she is now, particularly wanting to be there for her 2 young sons, and Achilles, with their help, making some pretty fucking delicious fajitas. When Hades came in, the group, although suspicious, quickly realized that he did indeed have their best interests, or what he thought were their best interests, at heart. However, the party made very specific stipulations. Kern said he would only come with them into Eden, which is Hades's domain in Rapturalia, on the condition that his wife Beltane was awoken from her coma. And Achilles said he would only do it, and not only do it, but also pledge his loyalty to Hades if Hector was pulled in for him to kill him. Hades agreed to these conditions with a warning. Casting that kind of magic would alert the other 5 remaining gods, as his sister Uru had disagreed with their plan, to his presence, giving them only 12 hours. Medea understandably had reservations about this, with her 2 young sons being in Infernalia and her not being near them. Although Hades offered his protection and his best guarantee and protecting the boys, that was not enough for Medea, for understandable freaking reasons. However, Achilles pledged himself not only to Hades but to Medea. Unfortunately, while Beltane was successfully revived in a touching and wonderful moment, bringing in Hector sped up the presence of the gods, seeing as Hector was the goddess Chaku's chosen warrior. Medea firmly said that all bets were off the table, to which Hades basically yeeted her into Infernalia with her sons. Goodbye, Medea. We loved you very much. Where she now will go seek out Minerva and Minerva's soul heart and live the life that way. So we'll see what Evelyn has in store for us. However, upon leaving, the 5 gods stood there awaiting the group along with a gigantic solar dragon. And that is where we are now. How do we even begin? Well, let's set the scene. Celestine is a pristine, practically Feywild-like domain with colors of purple and gold and green, with the ground flush with wildflowers and the trees full of blooms and leaves, but all goes quiet. All animal sounds completely disappear upon looking at the gargantuan dragon in front of it. And without any check of any kind, you all know that this dragon has been imbued with some kind of power. Even the 5 gods who stand there look terrified at this dragon, knowing that it has gotten out of control. You see that Chaku, the goddess of water, is standing there with her coiffed black and blue hair, the goddess of Hector. Hector, this very small-looking paladin in comparison to the gods, looking very, very confused and rather terrified. Chaku looks at Hades and says, "On your head be it. We're not going to stay here and watch." And in 4 sequential poofs, Chaku leaves, Kusiu leaves, Karawa leaves, and I can remember my gods, and Asilla leaves. But one god remains. Raska, your youngest brother, the second oldest of the group, looks at you, Hades. His green eyes practically become a steely silver. He has his long, dark beard. He is older looking and sage-like, and you can practically see his condor wings spreading in a shadow from his body, and he says, No. No. I'm taking you out, brother. You have chosen this. I will take care of the gods when we return. You have lost that title.
So far, little brother.
He looks at the group of you and goes, I was on your side.
Doesn't really seem like it.
What am I supposed to do? You infernals and celestials? Determining things with your own goals? Losing sight of what this was about in the first place?
That's what free will is, brother. Self-determination. The ability to make decisions regardless of what those consequences are, and then owning up to those consequences.
He looks at you, Persephone.
You have not understood, mortals.
He looks at you, Persephone, Raska does, and says, This is your fault. He was never like this before you!
I can't blame him, or you can't blame me for his actions.
Evelyn, it is at this moment I would like you to take the reins.
All right. We rapidly move away from this scene, and 20 years into the future, we see a young man with dark brown hair and bright green eyes and 2 very familiar looking ram's horns. Not quite as impressive as his father's, but impressive nevertheless. He is covered in gold and red, like mage, very high fashion mage like attire. He stands tall and proud at a crossroads. At his feet is a small pile of fresh dirt where he has clearly just buried something, and he looks into the sky and he screams, "One more time! Please! One more opportunity!"
Don't worry, my wonderful boy. No use crying over spilled timeline.
And with that, he is hurtled back through time for the 5th time to try and see what he can do. He lands in the middle of what's happening currently, and he looks around and he's like, "What's happening? What is going on right at this precise moment? Has the fight started?"
No.
Oi, boy, who are you?
That's not important.
Kind of is. You just kind of teleported directly into the middle of what is about to become a fray.
Oh yeah, I am standing directly between Hades and Roscoe.
Roscoe's just like the actual fuck. Like,
Listen, if we don't do something about that, and he points at the dragon, if we do not do something about that immediately, well, we're probably all going to die anyways, because that's what's happened every other time I've tried this, but maybe the world won't end,
Every
at least.
other time you've tried. I'm sure there's a logical explanation for what you're talking about, even though it makes absolutely no sense.
Listen, are you familiar with time and the time stream and all of the various multiverses and the way that time has all these little branches and things? Time is
Yes.
not linear. It is, to quote something I read in a book from another time, maybe it wasn't a book, maybe it was something else. Time is not from point A to point B. It's not a line. It's not even parallel lines. It's all a bit wibbly wobbly. Anyway,
I quit.
it doesn't matter.
I don't. I love it. Oh my god, incredible.
None of this matters. We need to kill that thing, and some of you will die, but we have things we need to do.
I, for one, say we trust the weird, scary time demon person. We need all the help we can get. I say, like, gesturing to the group, sword still pointed at Hector.
That doesn't matter. I want to know who all of you are and why you're in my fucking house.
Achilles, you know me. Listen to me. We need to do something immediately. I don't know what that something is, though.
Achilles, you know each other.
Good question, DM. Would I have any kind of recognition of their facial features? Anything?
Roll me an insight check, and while you do that, I saw Persephone's hand.
Never mind, it's already happening.
Okay.
18.
He looks a lot like Jason.
He looks a lot like both of his parents.
Right. He looks a lot like. Yeah. Go ahead.
He has very much like his mother's coloring with and he's not bright red, but like the horns are very familiar. When you last would have seen him, he would have been about 7 years old.
And you know his name.
Varys.
Yes.
You still have the horse I carved for you?
Yeah. He pulls it out of his pocket. Of course.
Trust him.
Done.
All right. I have tried this many times before. Every time the world falls to ruin. Like, more so than you can imagine. The last time was the worst. First I tried to prevent my father's death, and that did not end well for anyone. And then I tried to prevent you from banishing my mother off the field, and well, that didn't work out well either.
Yeah,
tried to
that's
convince
already happened.
Indeed, it has. The timelines are all.
Wait, Medea is your mother.
Yes, Jason and Medea are my parents. That not important.
Just sent her to be with time.
Time.
As you guys talk, you see that Roska has lifted his hand into the air, and you see a swarm of meteors hit the ground. Yeah, Ferris, you know what he's doing. This is establishing the Solar Dragon's lair. You see that rocks begin to fall all around you, wrecking the earth, and it is the Solar Dragon's turn as we begin initiative.
No. This is bad. Okay, I was supposed to prevent. Oh no, I've skipped a step.
I need all of you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Question: is it versus a spell effect?
No.
Okay.
It is dragon doing dragon stuff.
Okay.
Did anyone get a 20 or above? Oh, Achilles. And actually, Hector has to make this save because they don't give a crap about Hector.
I have absolutely no way to succeed on this check, so...
Okay, amazing. Hector
Wait.
also
Hang on. I might have a thing.
Yes, it's starting. I have a thing.
There might be a thing.
Murder all of you, goddammit!
Oh no. Well, okay. So it's not a spell effect. Is it a magical effect?
What would you call a frightful presence for a dragon?
Ooh.
That's an
more of
innate presence. Is
That's
scare
an
a
innate
dragon.
presence. Yeah. Then you don't have what I was hoping you had. Never mind.
So everyone except for Achilles, you succeed, and you now are immune to this. But Achilles, you look at this dragon, you are terrified. You are under the frightened condition.
Yay.
Yay!
I can't wait. Why am I so...
And what it does now is it's going to now do its plasma breath. So let's move over to the map if we have not done so already. My Twitch has been a whole heckin' time. We are on the map. Wonderful.
We're on the map.
A
Doofus,
delightful
do you
time.
want to switch our token spots? I think that you would be closer to Hector than I would.
Yeah, please feel free to move your spots. Take the time. I know
think-
you said Ferris was in between Roska and Hades, so we can move him.
Yeah, I would be like, I would put myself like here. There we go.
Ferris, if you want to move like to here or whatever works best. Roska's over here next to the dragon. Hector is up here. However, this dragon is gonna do its cone. 60-foot cone. Fabulous. The dragon is gonna take off into the air, hovering above you. It's got a fly speed of 80 feet, so it is going to go 80 feet up in the air. Actually, a little less than that, so it can reach you. And let's see who is affected by this 60-foot cone of plasma breath. And as we go to the roll, 20. I'm going to say that everyone but Ferris, Ferris just moved right out of the way. Everyone but Hector and Ferris are going to be affected by this. You see the dragon is this beautiful... It is a beautiful dragon. If you were not about to be killed by it, or in danger of being killed by it, it would be a sight to behold as it practically radiates its own light as the sunlight of Celestine hits it. It looks even empowered by the light shining on it. Achilles, you are absolutely terrified of it. It is going to exhale superheated gas in a 60-foot cone. I need Achilles, Persephone, Kern, and Hades to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Question, what size is a dragon?
This is huge.
I could have used this save last time. That's a natural 20.
Amazing.
Nice.
21.
21 is a
That-
fail.
Oh,
I also
I
got a
failed as
20.
well then because I also have a 21.
Okay, Hades and Persephone fail the save. Achilles and Kern save. You will take half of this damage. I am gonna roll 13d12.
We're in danger.
It's a solar dragon.
I might have to do the average if my computer says no, but we'll see. Okay, it rolled. Wonderful. I was not going to make you guys wait for me to collect 13d12. We're going to show how much we got. Okay, 85 damage to those who failed. This is radiant damage.
Okay.
85 damage to those who failed, and that is going to be halved to 40... I can math. 42?
Mm-hmm.
42 to those who saved. And that is just the radiant damage. It does that, and then it is going to do fire damage. Which is another 13d12. I'm not sorry. This is its once-a-day ability, Plasma Breath.
It's only once a day, guys. As long as we don't die immediately, we're fine. Totally fine. Hell.
Please wait as our digital dice roller does the thing that I want it to do. Ferris, you recognize this move. This is what it did last time. For the fire damage, we are looking at a total of, if it eventually loads, 63 fire damage, halved to 31.
Yeah, I'm gonna uncanny dodge.
I'm
Uncanny
fine.
dodge. You will take none of this damage. No.
No. I take half of
Half
everything.
of that.
So
I'm thinking evasion. Which,
if I had taken one more level of rogue, I could have, but I had to make a warlock pact.
I had to make a warlock pact with a god. That is the dragon's turn. And we are now next up in the initiative is Ferris. Ferris, I think it makes sense that you're this high in the initiative. You've been here 4 times before.
I get a plus 12
Oh.
to initiative.
Goodness gracious.
Uh,
I saved it.
The first thing that I am going to do, because I did not have a chance to use this previously. I just gotta pull up the spell. But I do know what I'm going to do. I am going to, let me look at the players on the board. Who do I want to target? So there's, where's Hector?
Hector is the little guy up on the other side of the dragon that is not the token.
Oh, okay. He's hard to see. I see him now.
Yeah, he's just a little guy. He's just a little
bland.
guy.
He bland.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was my paladin option.
Okay. So I am going to. You see, he reaches a hand up into the sky, and a cloud begins to form as the eyes on the golden fleece glow.
Yes!
And because his father never got a chance to do it, he's going to use a charge of the golden fleece to call lightning.
So Evelyn and I made this item together, and I'm so excited that we get to use it before the end of the campaign.
A storm cloud appears in the shape of a cylinder that's 10 feet tall with a 60-foot radius centered on a point you can see 100 feet directly above you. The spell fails if you can't see it. Yeah, I can see. We're outside. When you cast the spell, choose a point you can see within range. The range is 120 feet. Each creature within 5 feet of that point must make a dexterity saving throw. So if I put it right here, would that technically hit both the dragon and Roscoe?
It absolutely will. I will. So that's
Cool.
a dex save, you
It
said?
is a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for Rosca first. What is my DC?
19.
Okay, he fails, but he's gonna use a legendary resistance to
That's fine.
succeed. And then the dragon is going to roll its dex save. Also fails, uses a legendary resistance.
And that actually is good. because the more legendary resistances we can get down, the better, and I'd rather not use a spell slot to get rid of a legendary resistance.
That's
So-
totally fair. All right.
They're still gonna take half of this.
Fabulous.
And on each of my turns until the spell ends, which is up to 10 minutes, I can use my action to call lightning again, targeting the same point or a different one.
We like it.
We sure do.
Would you say? I assume we're not in stormy conditions.
No, it's sunny,
Yeah.
which is great for the dragon, not so great for you.
I might be able to fix that, Evelyn. Don't worry.
No!
You ratted yourself out in the beginning. Listen, you got 2 druids on the field.
That's only 18 damage halved to 9. It's only 3d10. I'm only casting it
still
at its
damage.
regular level. But it's still it the purpose is to get rid of legendary resistances. I say
purpose is
only for the players.
Amazing. So good. Incredible. Wonderful. Next in the initiative is Achilles.
Awesome. So frightened, I cannot move closer to Hector, can I?
You cannot. You have to stay as far away from the dragon as humanly possible. You will
Good
make
to-
another wisdom save after this turn. I just realized, though, that I don't think you can save unless you crit.
Yeah, no, I cannot save unless I crit, so this is going to be fun. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use Eldritch Blast on Hector.
Okay, you are going to do this with disadvantage because the dragon is still in your eyesight.
I have a thing that says "fuck you, DM."
Wow, that was really convincing. Thanks, Dubis.
No, I have Assassinate, so any creature that's not gone in initiative yet, I have advantage on the attack, so it's canceled
Okay, you
out.
can roll it flat then, you mother effer.
Have you mean it?
I love you, mean it.
First one is going to be Dirty 20
That hits.
for 7 damage.
Okay,
Yeah, next one's a 16. Doesn't hit, I'm assuming.
not gonna do it.
Natural 20.
Are you kidding me?
I have
Was that
4
your-
blasts.
How do you have? Okay, all right, nat 20. What's your max damage?
Max is 10, so I would roll another one on top of that.
Mhm.
So 10 for 18 damage.
So that's your total, 18.
Yeah, total is 18.
Okay, and then do your last bolt.
Not 11.
Yeah, no. You see Hector, when you hit him with the first blast, he kind of just wheels around on you and goes, "You have always been so immature. There is a bigger problem right now." And then you miss on the second time. He goes, "Whatever." And as you hit him in the chest with the nat 20, he buckles a little bit and goes, "When will you learn that everything I did was for your own good, you ungrateful child?"
Can I use my bonus action to respond to this fuckery?
You don't have to use any actions. It's free.
Speaking is always a free act.
Hector, I have waited years for this day. Your soul will never rest in Eden. Your limbs will be scattered across the corners of Infernalia. I will chop you into smaller bits and scatter across every step I take. Your skull will be claimed as my drinking vessel for all the day so you may share my suffering.
Yeah, get right on that after this! And he points at the dragon!
No.
Great! You're as foolish as I always remembered you were. All I wanted was to bring you home!
Don't worry. You'll be getting your sword back shortly. And yeah, that's all I can do.
He's mad at you. Make me a wisdom saving throw, see if you crit. You were still frightened of the dragon. Next in the initiative, Hades.
Okay, we're gonna attempt this and see how this goes. Hades is going to point his glaive at the dragon. Actually,
So the dragon is 80 feet up, so it's more like this.
Oh, then I can't do that because he's out of range.
Yeah, he is 80 feet in the air right now.
Let's see. What about my idiot brother? Oh, he's just within range. Great. So I will point my glaive at my idiot brother instead and say, maybe a little timeout will be good for you. And I'm going to cast banishment.
You motherfucker. What is my charisma DC?
19.
Okay. That is Hector's sheet. Not rolling for Hector. Charisma is his worst saving throw. He got a nat 1. He's using legendary resistance.
Oh!
You called me a coward, and yet all you want to do is banish me. Who is the coward now? And on that note, the dragon is going to use a legendary action. It is crunchy battle time, my friends. The dragon is going to use one legendary action to make a tail attack. Who is it going to attack? I'm going to roll a d6 to see who it attacks.
Okay.
It is going to attack Persephone. The dragon is going to swoop in. Pardon that it's right on Hades. Don't worry about it. It's fine. And from about, like I'd say, it's about 10 feet in the air, because it's huge. It casts a shadow over you as it flies overhead. It's going to lash at you with its tail as a legendary action. I would love it if it gave me, like, information for its tail attack. There it is.
If it's swooping in here.
Yeah.
So it's landing on the ground, right?
No, it's about 10 feet in the air, but it's still like 10 feet in the air. Like its tail is huge, so it's going to be about 10 feet in the air and lashing its tail downward at Persephone.
Okay.
But it is 10 feet, so like not horrible. So it's going to do that. That is a 32 to hit. Does that hit? I love you. For 17 bludgeoning damage. As it swipes down. It is now Roska's turn. Roska is going to set his sights on you, Hades. He is single-minded. He wants you dead.
Okay.
So he can take your place. This guy is gonna druid. So what's he gonna do? He is actually gonna go ahead and cast... Ooh, he's very single-minded on you. He's gonna cast Hold Person. Please make me a wisdom saving throw.
You got it.
DC 19.
Oh, how lovely. A 22.
You save, but you see that he is going to use Quicken spell to now cast a cantrip. Because I gave him Meta Magic Adept. So he is then going to cast, you see he first tries to hold you, you resist him, so he is going to go ahead and, you see noxious poison come out of his hand as he casts Poison Spray at you. Please make me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. Oh, that does less. That's going to be 6.
Yeah, that is going to be a fail. This is going to be 4d12 of poison damage.
Ugh, okay.
That's 7, 12. 19 points of poison damage.
19? Okay. It's not terrible. It's still not good.
And that is Roska's turn. He's going to stay put where he is. Next in the initiative, we have the lair action. You guys see that this has become the Solar Dragon's fantastic home. And it is going to actually... What is it going to do? It's got some fun stuff. You guys see that focused on the dragon in a 60-foot radius, the air suddenly becomes dry and the moisture gets sucked out of the air. You feel your lungs burn. Everyone within that 60 feet, which let me check who is within that. It's going to be everybody except for Roska. Everybody make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh. Nice.
Did anyone get below a 15? Great. None of you take a level of exhaustion. You guys feel the air get this hot, intense. It feels horrible, but you all just reach in and go, not today, not taking a level of exhaustion from this bullshit. And you do not take a level of exhaustion from this their action.
We're just
wonderful
too
job,
hyped
you
to be
guys.
exhausted.
Too hyped to be exhausted. Persephone, you're up.
Okay. I'm pretty fucking pissed. So I actually end up casting Draconic Transformation as my bonus action.
The what? You want to explain to me what that is?
Yeah,
With the
bud.
roar
This
you
spells
draw,
so much.
with a roar you draw on on the magic of dragons to transform yourself, taking on draconic feature, you gain the following benefits until the spell ends. I have blind sight now, so I can see anything that's not behind total cover. I have a breath weapon. Let's see, that I can, as a bonus action on my next turn, I can exhale shimmering energy 60-foot cone. Each creature in the area must make a dexterity saving throw or take 68 force damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. And I gain wings. I can
What
fly
is it
60
Hades
feet per
watches
turn.
this happen, and he's what?
I need to know what this looks like right now, please.
So as she roars, like she's staring down this dragon, and she roars at it, like staring it in the eyes. And you can just see she kind of turns into almost a dragonborn as scales like envelop her body. But she's crystal. She has a crystal shimmer to herself. Which leads to my next action, because that was just a bonus action.
In my thesis, I will outline the ways.
We will be using Summon Draconic Spirit, and the crystal dragon will be reappearing.
Okay.
Here.
Let me get you a dragon. The joys of roll 20. I could just get Persephone a dragon.
I just have to share what Doug Bird said. Val went shivers in the afterlife.
Oh my god, absolutely.
As well you should, bitch.
As well, you fucking should. I'm just gonna go ahead and give you this guy right here. Make him a little bit bigger. Give you control of your buddy. Controlled by.
And the dragon takes his turn immediately after I'm done.
Well, that's
Told me
fine.
not to pull punches.
I
We will not be
appreciate you.
going quietly into that good night.
I
No, we will
appreciate
not.
it is the Crystal Dragon's turn as it enters initiative. Thank you for
Hades-
your patience,
Hades-
turn.
Hades leans over as best as he can to Persephone. Is like, since when were you able to do that?
There's a lot of things you haven't been around for.
I like it.
So we're going to say that it's
Oh no.
Do we have
Please
technical
tell me.
difficulties?
No.
Oh dear. Okay. Tech issues. Please stand by for tech issues.
The dragon is so powerful, it completely destroyed everyone except for Persephone. They're in a separate plane.
Yeah, Persephone got like banished to another plane. There was too much dragon. They dragoned too close to the sun.
What is
While we're
the-
dealing
what
with
is
tech
the challenge?
issues,
What is the challenge rating of the solar dragon?
challenge rating of the solar dragon is, as I pull it up, 22. Hi, no worries. Dragon too hard to the side. There were too many dragons. And I also, while we're here in a good pause, I did want to thank Vitamin D&D for your follow. Welcome in. We'd love to hear how you found us. Right, Persephone, you have a dragon. What does a dragon do? Yes. Okay. Are
Lily
they not
hasn't
on
populated on stream yet? No.
Okay, thank you
Yeah.
for the technical difficulties. We are talking of the mysterious magic. We are waiting to get Lily Pandas back on stream and appreciate your guys' patience. Thank you all for your patience while we deal with tech issues. We appreciate you very much. I'm looking through the chat to make sure that I didn't miss anyone. I did welcome in our new follow, and I saw that Sir Lug also came in. Welcome in. So good to see you. Yes, we are getting our dear Persephone on stream as we speak. They were too shiny.
I'd like to say that like the dragon appears. Hades asks that question, and then Hades looks at the two dragons, and like a teenager in a lunchroom, he screams, "Dragon fight!"
Dragon fight! Dragon fight!
At the sight of the new dragon, Achilles just goes, "Ah!"
Yeah, so much scare, very scared, much dragon. All right, Persephone.
Okay.
Now that you are back, thank you all for your patience with the tech issues. What are we doing, Persephone, with this dragon?
We are going to multi-attack, and the first thing we're going to do is rend.
Okay.
Where is my rolly stat? Everything went on crazy on me. Hold on one second. But it's going to be... What? 4? Yes. 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Okay, perfect. Let's see here. 4. Oh, okay. I apologize. I'm not a math guy. I will try to do this as quickly as possible. 4, 8. Oh.
We're all good. We appreciate you.
That's 13 rend damage, so it's a melee weapon attack. And then each creature in the area was
13 rend damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Rending. And then we're going to do an acidic breath weapon. I need the creature to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, great. I am currently reloading my screen. Give me one moment, please, because tech issues seem to be contagious. Too many dragons. Too many dragons. All right, you said dex save?
Yes, please.
Okay. Fails, uses legendary resistance. That was a 9.
Okay, I have finished my turn.
Okay, great. So it does nothing if it succeeds. Got it. Okay. It is now the dragon's next legendary action because it sees another dragon and says, F this. I need
It's
Kern.
supposed to take half damage. I apologize, but we can...
No worries. What's the half damage?
No,
No, go ahead. What's the half damage?
Okay. That's not much. So that is 3 plus 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. That's
8 damage.
Yeah.
Got it. It's better than nothing. Legendary action. I need everyone within 10 feet of the solar dragon to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
21.
Fail.
Of course.
I'm not 20.
Did anyone
for
get
myself?
Great. You succeed. What did your dragon get?
18. All right, a dirty 20.
Fails. Faraz, I do not think is within 10 feet. He is not. Achilles is. Achilles, did you make your save?
22.
22 just saves. That's the DC. Kern, what did you get?
Also a 22. I get advantage.
Amazing. Anyone who failed is going to take, as I roll the damage. So that's going to be the dragon, the crystal dragon, and Hades. You are going to take 13 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are knocked prone. The dragon takes its wings and just beats it in this torrent of wind. You are knocked back onto the ground and gone prone, and the dragon can now fly up to half its flying speed. It is going to fly 40 feet up into the air. It is now 50 feet away. Hector is going to be very single-minded. He's going to run up to you, Achilles, and he is going to take some frickin' swings with his vicious glaive. Nat 1 on the first roll! And then second attack. That's a 13. Hector monster is not doing great.
With the nat 1, can I just say, I just not even raise my shield, just loop around and be like, no.
Amazing. He is going to go ahead and with his bonus action, he is going to point at you and he says, "You want to play this game? Just you and me then until one of us is dead." He's casting Compel Duel. Please make me a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
You know those are my best.
I sure do.
15.
You fail that save. You are compelled. You have disadvantage on attack rolls. Anything that is not anything that is not Hector, and you must make a wisdom saving throw if you try to move more than 30 feet away from him. He locks eyes with you and he goes, "You want to have this stupid fight? Let's have this stupid fight right now, once and for all, while the world burns around us."
Oh, baby, I would not want it any other way.
Kern, my sweet love, thank you so much for your patience.
Okay, well, that works out. We're gonna wild shape and I'm gonna chase it.
Amazing. What are you wild shaping into?
The Quetzalcoatlus.
Amazing. Tell me
A
what
big
this looks
giant dinosaur. So, god damn it, y'all stepping on my yard. Get off my lawn!
like.
Bunch of bitches, get off my lawn! And he's just gonna kind of like stomp one of his hooves into the ground, and as he does, his body almost inflates. It's not like gross when you think about it, but I mean, he does. It's kind of like Stretch Armstrong inflates. Like he literally just his whole body expands, and as he does, his arms come out and the wings begin to form, and his mouth elongates into this beak, and then before you stands the big giant creepy dinosaur. It's still got its scales or skin or however you really want to look at it. It depends on who you talk to. Are those shades of tans and reds, and it's got those shimmering green eyes. This is my bonus action. I also have a fly speed of 80 feet. You said you're 50 feet off the ground? Cool. So I'm gonna fly 80 feet in the air. Well, no, I'm not gonna fly 80 feet in the air. I'm gonna fly 50 feet up because essentially what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use 30 of those feet to come at you with my bite.
Okay, great. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
It's a 19 plus 4, so a 23 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
And then while I'm rolling the attack, I'm then gonna use those 20 feet. I'm gonna fly 20 feet away from it. I have flyby, so I do not provoke any opportunity attacks from you.
Amazing. Okay, great. What is the damage it takes?
Oh well, that's sad damage.
It's so sad.
12 points of piercing damage. So I'm literally just gonna like come up, and I'm gonna be that annoying ankle biter, man. I'm bite your fucking ankles.
You see the solar dragon, who is huge compares to you, kind of looks down at you, and with your druid sense, you can tell it's like mildly impressed, but like also, what the fuck? It's very much like a Great Dane looking at a ferocious terrier. Like, good for you, man. Good for you.
Yeah, buddy. But so I'm gonna. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue, right? So I came up and bit it, right? So that was my 30. And then 20 feet, I'm actually going to spend the rest of my movement instead. I'm just going to commit to that. And I'm going to move 50 feet up.
Wonderful. You move 50 feet above the dragon.
Yep.
And that is the end of this round. All right, hi, y'all. That was one round of initiative. Love y'all very much. Crunchy battle. We are back to the dragon, and the dragon is going to kind of look up at you, Kern, and your mission to get its attention is working for the most part. However, before it takes off further, it is going to use its breath weapon. It is going to, what is it going to do? A beam of light in a 90-foot line that is 5 feet wide. He is going to fly back because you flew away, so he's not going to get an opportunity attack. And he is gonna hit everyone in this line. Hades, you are not being hit in this line. I need everyone in that line to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Can you show where the line is again?
Yes, you are not. You are not
Okay.
affected by the line, Ferris. It's
Okay.
anyone within 5 feet of this pink line right
I
here.
should not be affected by that. I'm
Kern is
further-
not affected because he's
Yeah.
flying. So it's Persephone, Achilles, and the Crystal Dragon.
My dragon is in the air.
How high in the air is your dragon?
Mine was the 10 feet that he was like right
Okay,
at.
then
If we can fly, we're off the ground.
Great. Achilles and Persephone make me a dex save.
I can fly.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to change my beam then. Hades, also make me a dex save.
Oh. I'm sure this will fail. The dirty 20.
That's a fail. Achilles, what did you get?
Dirty 20.
That's a fail. Persephone, what did you get?
I can fly. I'm
Right,
flying.
you don't have to do this. Achilles and Hades. I am gonna roll a total of 18d10.
Okay.
I want less, thank you. I had almost rolled 20. I'm like, no, I don't want 20d10. This is already overkill. Put it online, because we don't have time for me to count out 18d10. 88 damage.
Hades is down.
Hades goes down. You guys watch as the ground.
Yeah, uncanny dodge.
You take half of that, so you take 44.
Still hurts.
Yeah, it sure does. That is the dragon's turn. Ferris, it is your turn.
Okay. So, hiding behind name. Sorry, I was like looking at a bunch of stuff. Okay. I am going to. I still have the call lightning. But I don't know if that's what I want to do right this second. Is it still only two legendary resistances have been used?
Yeah, 2 legendary resistances has been used. I will also say, as a point of order, you guys watch the sunlight beat on this dragon. It looks healthier than it did before.
That's fine. I am going to do call lightning again. Go ahead and make me that dexterity save.
Dexterity saving throw for the dragon only?
Let me see who I can. Yeah, I'm gonna do it so that only the dragon gets hit. So I don't want to hit Achilles.
Roll the nat 1, uses a legendary resistance. And it is out of legendary resistances.
All right. So that is 26. 26 half to 13 damage.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Ferris, how are you? A glimpse into Ferris right now. You've been through this. How's it going, buddy?
Ferris expected Hades to go down. He is biding his time. He has a plan. And that's all I will say about it. Because I refuse to reveal my hand too soon.
God damn it. All right.
Nice.
Legendary action from the dragon before Achilles can go. The dragon is going to swoop down at you, Achilles, and claw the shit out of you. Sorry, no, tail attack you. It can't claw you. That's not a legendary action it has. That is a 28 to hit.
Just barely.
Yeah, just barely. 17 bludgeoning damage. And it is your turn. And the dragon is like right the frick there.
All right, and
You are still frightened.
I am still frightened. Hector's still in front of me, and I'm compelled. So first, I want to use my bonus action to do healing light on Hades.
Ooh, okay.
So rolling.
This is the first time we've seen Achilles do his warlock thing, so I would love some flavor if you'd be so kind, Doofus.
Achilles, for this moment to transpire, has, in a sense, rejoined the Celestials to a degree, both fueled by infernal and celestial power. So you see first a flame kind of building up in his chest, then holds out the sword and shoots a beam of light at Hades, healing him for 5.
Hades, you
Five's
feel like
better
your
than none.
own power fill you.
That's what that feels like.
Amazing. Wonderful.
So that was my bonus action, and I'm just gonna start stabbing at disadvantage at Hector because dragon's scary, but fuck Hector.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack rolls on Hector.
So 17.
Misses.
Give me something good. 21.
Hits.
Come on, 11 damage.
I will say, I forgot to tell you this. Give yourself 20 points of healing from the damage you did last time, because you still have vampiric sword.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I only hit him for the 11 damage right there, but
Okay.
I get 20 back from what you just said, and I will take
Achilles,
it.
as you slash with your sword, you feel your feet almost get a spring in them.
Ooh. I feel springy. Oh, so springy.
Almost as if you could take off. Welcome to your next awakened power. You now have a 30-foot fly speed.
Nice. Can I trade that for passing this wisdom saving throw?
Absolutely not. Pass your wisdom saving throw, you motherfucker.
All right. You know, I've got to do it. I'm going to burn my Indomitable.
Okay.
I need somebody to give me, like, quick, words of positivity. Go.
You're amazing and I love you.
Thank you.
I love
I
this
thought you
table.
meant for Achilles.
Yes.
You got a 20? You motherfucker.
Tablet's okay. Tablet's okay.
Achilles, you are no longer frightened of this dragon, and none of you can be frightened of this dragon anymore, and I'm mad at all of you. Is that your turn, Achilles?
So that's all I can do mentally right now. I'm broken. Bye, guys.
Great.
It's been good
Uh,
knowing you, Doofus. We love you.
We love you very much, Doofus. The dragon's gonna take another legendary action and attack you with another tail attack.
I swear if I die after passing, I'm done.
Dirty 20.
Just hits.
Ugh.
19 points of bludgeoning damage as it whacks you again with its tail.
All I'll say, guys, is don't worry.
You and your freaking time wizard. Hades, you are up with 5 hit points and it is your turn.
Hades has just like taken a breath on the ground, and it's very much that very cinematic, like not even like bending the knees or anything, but just like suddenly he's upright.
15 feet out of prone.
And as he goes upright, there is this purple and black flame that surrounds him. His face takes on the countenance of a flaming skull for this briefest of moments. All right, let's get serious now. And he puts his hand to his own chest for power word heal as he regains all of his hit points back.
And this is why I'm not holding back any fucking punches.
Hey, can someone cast some healing on my knee? Because I hit it when I got excited.
Oh,
Buddy.
He used to be an adventurer till he took a tablet to the knee.
Till he took a tap.
No, this was the dresser I took. The tablet went flying into the
Dresser
bed.
to the knee.
No, sorry, it was the dresser. My bad.
Oh, amazing. Anything else on your turn, Hades?
And he is going to harness divine power. He's going to use his channel divinity to regain one of the spell slots he lost.
Hecking fine. It is Roska's turn. Roska is going to look at you, Ferris, and just kind of get this look in his eyes of like, I don't know who you are, but I do not trust you, and you're standing right in between me and Hades, so I'm just going to take care of you.
He can try.
He can try. He's actually going to go ahead and he's going to point at you. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Is this a spell?
It is a spell.
Counter spell.
It is a level. What spell? What level am I going to cast this as? I think I can only cast it. Let's see. Let me take a quick look. Thank you for your patience. He's going to cast this at 7th level.
All right. I'll use a 6th level counter spell, which means I have to get above a 10.
Yeah, you sure can do that.
And I believe that is what?
Your spell saving, whatever your spell saving modifier, your spell modifier is.
Okay. Is that with proficiency?
I believe it's just a plus
Is there
whatever
plus
your
making
modifier
ability
would
check
be. No
using your
proficiency.
spellcasting ability. Okay.
Yeah.
I do get a +5.
Okay. So 5 or higher.
That's a 21.
Amazing. You know, you're smart enough
wrecked.
to know he tried to cast Gesh on you.
Yeah. Bring it on.
And he looks at you and he goes, right. You said something about knowing what was going to happen. He is going to use his another. Give me the features. He's going to use another meta magic point to use Quicken Spell, and he is going to then cast. What are you going to cast, buddy?
You're going up against a wizard. It's going to get counterspelled.
He's actually going to cast it at this cantrip at Hades again. It's another poison spray, so give me a Constitution save.
All right.
Leave Hades' daddies
That's
alone.
That's a 16.
That still fails. DC is a 19.
Shit.
I made it level 20 druid god.
Fair.
That is going to be 23 points of poison damage.
All right.
And that is Roska's turn. Next in the initiative is Persephone and her dragon buddy. Actually,
Okay.
I missed the lair action. It's the lair action next. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, you guys. Thank you for your patience in this crunchy battle. Lair action. What are we going to do for the lair action this time? It's actually going to go ahead and make a ranged attack against you, Achilles. It is going to shoot a searing beam of light at you. That is a 25 to hit.
It's
You take 2 points of radiant damage. And... 5 points of fire damage, and you are blinded. Until your next turn. Into the end of your next turn. As a searing light just kind of flashes from the ground around you. That's the lair action. Persephone, thank you so kindly. It's your turn.
Okay. I am going to go ahead and... Give me 2 seconds, I'm sorry.
No, do what you need to do.
Where'd it go?
This is a hefty battle.
Vision. I know that Achilles is hurt. I'm hurt. I am actually going to... Are we the only two hurt? Yeah, because you revealed
Hades
you
hurt?
having-
Hades is hurt now. Again.
Okay.
Ferris is not hurt, and I don't think Kern is maybe a little hurt.
No, Kern's not hurt.
Kern's fine.
Kern's not hurt.
Kern, I need you to do the things.
You need me to do what thing?
I don't know.
Listen, Persephone, my
things.
love, I'll do whatever you want. Oh, I'm about to do tanky things. Don't you fucking worry.
and I can survive a little bit longer without healing.
I'm gonna do
Okay.
tanky things and then some.
Got you.
If y'all can survive without healing, I'm gonna go ahead and use Feeble Mind on
Who are you casting Feeble Mind?
the brother,
Roska?
Raska. There we go.
Go ahead and read me the language of that spell.
You blast the mind of a creature that you see within range, attempting to shatter its intellect and personality. The target takes 46 psychic damage and must make an intelligence saving throw. On a failed save, the creature's intelligence and charisma becomes 1. The creature can't cast spells, activate magic items, understand languages, or communicate in any intelligible way. The creature can, however, identify its friends, follow them, and even protect them. At the end of every 30 days, the creature can repeat its saving throw against the spell. If it succeeds on its saving throw, then the spell ends.
What's up, Doofus?
Lasts 30
Before
days.
I would just, we need to make sure who this is being cast on does not have any legendary resistances left.
I might have a thing for that.
Okay. I am going to go ahead and roll an intelligence saving throw for Roska. What is my DC?
18.
He saves with a dirty 20.
Okay. Quick poll to my fellow players. Would it be worth it for me to use Chrono Shift to make him fail and at least have him possibly burn the resistance?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Chrono Shift. Roll again.
Okay. He succeeds with a 26.
Okay.
You see Roska looks at you, Persephone, and goes, "Do you think I am at all threatened by my brother's little whore?"
As before he even gets to the word whore, he is blasted in the face with fucking fire. Because that is a bonus action for breath weapon.
Is that a save I need to make? Or is that an attack roll?
Cast a spell, bonus action. A dexterity saving throw.
Okay, let me roll dex. That is a 12. He's going to use a lucky point.
A lucky point instead of a legendary action.
Yep, I gave him lucky. He's a god.
He's a son
that is
bitch, is what he is.
Dirty 20 to save.
Okay.
Does it do half?
That's what I'm checking.
Okay.
Yes, it does half.
Wait. This Persephone, like, this motherfucker. That's what I like to hear. What did you get?
Let's see. That's 6, 12,
Ooh.
17, 19, 20, 21. That's 25. 27 damage.
Nice. 27 halved to 13.
Yes.
He does get hit, and he looks at you like, the fuck?
I never
and-
liked.
The feeling is definitely mutual. It is Hector's turn, and Hector is just gonna... It's not? Oh, it's your dragon's turn. Thank you for reminding me.
It is not Hector's turn.
You're like, you
Hector-
motherfucker, it's not Hector's turn.
He's gonna get stabbed, and the pants of holding will become Achilles.
God damn it, you
All right.
fucking handsome holding bullshit. I love you guys so fucking much.
The crystal dragon is also going to go after Roska.
Okay.
Let's see here. We are going to do a multi-attack. Does a nat 20 hit? I'm sorry. Actually, no, I'm not sorry.
Don't
Sorry at all.
apologize. No.
I love
the
it.
background. Sphinx dances for the highlight of my night.
My fiance, that's my fiance's dragon. Yeah, go ahead and give me your max damage.
So max damage itself is what? That's 6, 10, and then another 5. So that's 15 as the max damage. And
Okay.
then I roll damage again. I can't remember how we roll the damage again.
Just roll your regular attack.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, what'd you get?
That's max damage again. I rolled a 7.
Nice. Your crystal dragon. It must know that that Roska called you a name because it flies at Roska. Go ahead and move your dragon so that we can see it on the map. You should have control of the dragon. Fly it to Roska. Does it have enough movement to reach him?
This dragon has a fly of 60, so it'd be right
Yeah,
in front.
you have just enough to get to him. So go ahead and put your dragon in front of Roska. Roska is over here.
So, oh, I have it on the wrong thing. Hold on.
No worries.
Meh. Okay, cool. And then I would have moved as well because I had to breathe on him somehow.
Okay, well, breath weapon, is your fly speed 60 feet as well?
Yes, it is.
Great. You are both now in front of Vraska. Does the crystal dragon have anything else?
Oh, yeah. His breath weapon.
Wonderful.
You need to
Does it
ask
need
it
to
and make
recharge?
sure
Does it
it
need to
can-
recharge its breath weapon at all?
It does not say that it needs recharging.
Fabulous. Go ahead. I will make that dex save. That is a 19 to save. No, sorry, a 21 to save.
Then yes, it passes. However, he still has half as much damage. So 11. That's 11. Hang on. Sorry. Yeah, 11 damage straight.
11
that would be
damage. So it'd be 5 damage. Okay, great. Vraska looks much more hurt from the previous stuff. However, I'm gonna have the Solar Dragon make another legendary action, and Doofus is gonna keep smacking you.
Okay.
That is a 22 to hit.
It's
4. Math. 19 bludgeoning damage. And we're at Hector for real now. Hector is gonna just slash at you. First attack. God, Hector, you are not having it. That's a 13.
nope.
It's another 13. This guy is just having a horrible time.
And Achilles is blinded, so he's literally just listening for this giant glaive and dodging.
And what he's actually gonna do, which he should have done at the beginning of his turn, he's just gonna go, damn it, you always make me feel so out of my. He's gonna use Channel Divinity and do Vow of Enmity. He chooses you, and he gains advantage on attack rolls for 1 minute. Oath of Vengeance Paladin, baby.
Oh, don't worry, you were pathetic before I came along.
You used to be my brother! And now you have random druid flying in the air, person who showed up out of nowhere, another druid who's flying, and a god? Like, what? You're a celestial god! You're supposed to be on my side, Hades!
I made a promise.
You have forsaken us! I'm sorry, what did you say?
I intend to see it done.
You betrayed us.
It was you or I chose how.
Kern, my sweet flying boy.
Okay. So,
Oh, hang on, I'm sorry. The rules lawyer chat is rules lawyering. I'll do it next turn, guys. Anyway, go ahead.
yeah, I was gonna say, nope.
Nope, too late. It's too late. I didn't see it. Moving on.
You have already set your piece and removed your hand. Press the chest button. All right. So, I don't like to be ignored. I especially don't like to be ignored when I'm flying 50 feet in the air above you. Hi, I'm the problem. I am in everything that is beautiful about this man. So I've got 50. Oh, well, I still got 50 feet on you.
Yes, you are 50 feet above the dragon and 15 feet away.
Easy.
Easy
Let's
breezy.
see. Well, that works out because I have 80 feet worth of movement. So
I love the idea of Kern going, I just attacked you and you're going after Achilles? What
and
the
you're
fuck?
playing on the ground. Ugh. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So I'm gonna move 10 feet and then I'm gonna take 55 feet down.
Great.
55 feet down. So for one, where is that? That's gonna go ahead and so we're gonna tack on the dive attack.
Okay.
On top of, so essentially goes on top of the bite because I'm going at you over 30 feet.
Amazing.
And I'm gonna let this what I was originally, I'm gonna let it ride out one more time. Actually I'm not. I lied. So but what I'm gonna do, because I'm essentially, what I'm gonna let you know, just because we have such a long initiative, I'm gonna go ahead and commit my full turn next round, barring that whatever bullshit's up Evelyn's sleeve doesn't affect me.
Great.
So we'll see, because I don't know what the plan is. Well, I do, but I don't know how it's gonna shake out.
Okay, wait a minute. Hang on. How do you all know the plan? You're not supposed to know the plan.
I mean, I know enough. I get a cursory knowledge because Min trained Ferris prior to time.
Okay.
So I have cursory knowledge of what Ferris is capable of.
Well, Min does. Kern just saw a boy pop out of nowhere.
I know. I'm not saying that Kern knows. I'm saying that I, as a player, know.
That is fair. I was only being silly anyway.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna, just sings in dinosaur. But he's literally going to screech from the air. And I'm gonna come down for that, that bite again. That's another 19 plus 4, so it's another 23 to hit.
That hit.
So then deal an extra, so I essentially attack deals an extra 3d6 worth of damage.
Nice.
And as I'm swooping, so as we're swooping, so my bonus action is going to come after in this. Comes after this. So my bonus action is to rage. So we're gonna roll that into the next action. Because we're gonna take this bonus action is to rage, and then the next turn bonus action is, essentially with my beak grappled into the into the dragon. I'm gonna wild shape out of the dinosaur into the giant constrictor snake. Hang on, I can't talk and gather dice. I can't talk and gather dice. Okay, hang on.
The eternal struggle of being a D&D player. Like,
So that's
I'm trying to explain
7,
things, but I also need to gather multiple shiny rocks.
12, 15, 17, 20. So that's 20 points of piercing damage. And then commit my next turn is, so I'll essentially stay grabbed via the teeth. So that's my justification for that, if you're cool with it.
Yeah, so are you doing a grapple, like on the next turn?
I will be grappling on my next turn, yes.
Got it. Thank you for letting me know. You see that this dragon, again, with kind of the look of like, well, I was gonna leave you alone because you were kind of cool, but now you're a boa constrictor, so like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, so we're swapping, and then I'm gonna commit my next action is the constrict plus the rage damage.
My God, I love it. We love a druid barbarian multi-class. We are back to the top of the initiative with the solar dragon, and it is going to gain back some hit points because dragon in the sun, get a dragon in the sun. And it is going to see if it gets its breath weapon back, and since it is in the sun, it gets it back on a 4, 5, or a 6. That is a 5. It gets its breath weapon back. I need the following people to make me a dex save: Achilles, Kern, and Hades.
So if I'm on your side, technically, you would need to make sure you don't hurt yourself, in my understanding. I'm on you now.
Right. It's doing a line breath weapon. So
right,
like
but I'm not in front. I'm on your side.
Oh, okay. Thank you for moving the token. Now I understand.
Yeah, no,
so
I haven't moved yet.
No worries. That just helps me because brain get a brain. Appreciate it. Achilles and Hades, make me a dex save.
I failed it.
Oh no.
22.
That just saves. You are still going to take half of this. That is another 18d10 of radiant damage.
Oh, and I already used. Yep, already. Wait a minute. Hey, Chad, does anyone remember if I used my... Yeah, I did use Uncanny Dodge already.
You did, yeah.
Damn it.
Okay, rolling dice now. Thank you for your patience. That is going to be 97 radiant damage, halved for Achilles. And Hades, you are blinded.
Okay.
That is the dragon's turn. I have this image of the dragon doing a breath weapon, even with this constrictor just like gnawing at it, and I'm loving this image. Ferris, it is your turn.
All right. You see this young man who has yet to take any damage. He stands staring up at this dragon, and he points his wand at it and casts True Polymorph. I don't believe an unwilling creature can make a wisdom saving throw.
You are casting this on the dragon.
Yes.
You said a wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
This dragon.
And actually, I'm gonna just skip all this, and I'm going to instead use my reaction and decide that your result is going to be 18 with Convergent Future, which means you fail, and the dragon turns into a barrel. I run over to the barrel. I see the constrictor snake, which is still on the barrel, and I yell,
you are now. I'm a huge creature, so please
Yeah.
bear that in mind.
Yeah, so I'm gonna run over. I'm gonna look up at the snake and go, "Protect me, please!"
Oh.
And I'm gonna grab the barrel and I'm gonna start on it. Protect me, please! For the next 6 seconds!
Fucking bet, I guess. Okay.
And that is my
What just
turn.
happened? What the fuck just happened? Did you really just turn a solar dragon into?
Yes, I did!
We are busted.
I fucking love this so much.
I'm looking at
Don't
Tipsy
let me
right
get hit for the next 6 seconds, please!
God.
Oh shit! Now I
It
gotta
does-
restructure my
mean that
action.
The cloud disappears. I no longer have call lightning. But the dragon.
how's it going, Tipsy?
Evelyn has officially lived up to their nickname as the Game Breaker.
It's your turn. It's actually, you know what? No. It's the dragon's legendary action. Oh, no, it's not. The dragon's a fucking barrel.
You get a splinter.
You get a splinter legendary action and motherfucker.
Once
It
it
does
there.
not stop now.
But I'm gonna pick up this barrel and I'm gonna use my full what I think it probably took me about 15 feet to get to the barrel, if I'm correct.
It
I
took
look at
you
this,
25 feet to get to the barrel.
Yeah, and then I run another 5 feet. I just pick up the barrel and just start trying to book it.
So move your token, just for my knowledge. Move to where it was, which was here, and then move
It
another
was
5 feet.
here, and then another 5 feet.
Great.
Yeah.
Achilles, it is your turn, and the only thing that you can attack right now is Hector. But you're no longer frightened.
Hey, I'm no longer frightened. I am
But you
still
are
blind.
blinded.
Let's see. Who is... See, it kind of looks like to me that Hector is... what is it? Flanked.
Yep.
Hector is not technically flanked because Ferris is not engaged with Hector. So you are still
Okay.
going to roll this with disadvantage.
Okay, cool. Well, instead I'm just going to use my bonus action for steady aim to give myself advantage to even it out.
So you can roll flat.
And I'm just going to... you just see like a flashback of Achilles being blindfolded, being hit in training by his mother. Again! So he is going to attack for... so close. There's a 32 hit.
Sure does.
For 16 damage.
Hang on a second. Yep. 16 damage. Okay.
A natural 20 for so it's gonna be
So you get 10 points of healing from that 16 damage.
sweet. All right, so math. So okay, 16 plus so 32 damage on the second one.
Okay. Is that it?
Last attack 18.
18 does not hit.
Okay, did I get any healing back for that second attack?
Get the healing back for the second attack. Yes, for the nat 20, you get 20 points of healing.
Cool.
Brain is working overtime. Thank you for your patience.
Right, so action, bonus action. That's all I can do. Do I roll to see if I'm no longer blind?
No, you are not blinded at the end of your turn. Based on the layer action, the blindness lifts. However, point of order, Evelyn. Based on true polymorph, if it gets to 0 hit points, it reverts back to its shape, correct?
Yes. It has an AC of 15 and 18 hit points.
Okay. So it would have survived the fall. Prism was like, well, it moved down 10 feet, and I'm like, it did, but it max damage is at D6. The barrel is fine.
And then I mean the flip side would have been I would have taken the damage first.
Yes, exactly.
So the barrel was not getting hurt no matter what. Prism, you are not a backseat DM.
Prison, quit trying to kill us. Let us have this. Evelyn turned a dragon into a barrel. Okay, let's just appreciate this moment and relish in it for as long as we can.
I honestly don't have a problem with backseat rules lawyers, but because it's the final fight, I love y'all. We're just moving straight ahead. It is actually at this point. It is. Let me check my initiative really quickly. It is Hades' turn. Hey, Hades, what is up? What are you doing?
Well, I feel like what I was going to do might be unnecessary given what given what it did. So, that true polymorph was dope as hell. Let me tell you. I am going to shit. You double check something. I'd have to be able to see them. I am going to at 6th level do a mass cure wounds.
Ooh,
Yes.
All right. Let everyone know what they get.
Boys and girls, you get 32 hit points. Ladies, gentlemen, and friends. As Hades just...
Your healing's a little bit better than mine. Thank you.
Oh, we have not yet begun to heal. Oh, well, actually, we have begun to heal, but, you know.
Anything else that's on your turn, Hades?
Let's see. Can I bonus action anything without... No, I can't. I'm gonna move as best as I can towards the. Why do I have this on the different? There we go. I'm gonna move this way, even though I am currently blinded. And you said with the layer action, I'm no longer blind at the end of my turn.
No, you were blinded for 3 turns. You weren't blinded through the lair action. You were blinded through the breath weapon.
Oh, okay.
So you're blinded for 2 more rounds.
Okay.
However,
well, then.
Evelyn, my darling, can a barrel make a con save?
I don't think it would be able to. I don't think something that affects Constitution would necessarily affect an object.
If let's say you were to shoot a line of radiant sunbeam at an object,
Is it a spell?
it is a spell.
Counter spell.
So, you see that at a what level are we going to do this? Actually, you know what? Let me check what he has. Because it's Roska's turn.
Of course.
Rosca versus Barrel. Fight!
Roska versus Barrel fight.
Dum, 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 dum.
What is he gonna do? He's gonna try two things. He is first gonna cast Dispel Magic at a 9th level at the barrel.
Counter spell.
You have to roll me a DC. What level are you counterspelling
I'm casting it at an 8th level. So I have to get above a 10.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
Great. You counterspell it, which is great. He's going to use his last meta magic point, and he is going to cast. He is going to take. He doesn't care. He is going to take the opportunity attacks from people. He's going to move. So he'll take an opportunity attack from Persephone and from Persephone and the dragon. So you can go ahead and roll those while I move him. Because he's going to bonus action cast Infestation on the barrel. The barrel automatically fails because it is a con save. This is 4d6.
Do
Now,
objects automatically fail?
objects
Or is it
automatically
just-
fail. There's no save for objects, so objects automatically fail. Basically, a swarm of bugs erupts out of his hand and start attacking the barrel.
There. I might have a thing.
So,
Nah.
my understanding, and it was just dropped as well in the All's Fair, is that they always feel strength and dex and are immune to effects that require other saves when an object drops a hit 0. So that's for anybody who's curious, because there's a lot of back-end numbers going on. So if you are unaware of how this works, that's what it's doing.
Okay. Okay, so it would be immune to infestation because that's a con save.
I've never been so worried about a barrel in my life.
Right? Dang it.
Depending on what happens, I have something.
I'm checking right now.
Can we keep the dragon and store pickles in it?
Pickle Dragon.
Pickle dragon.
I'm Pickle Dragon!
Is there any way I can ban Prism from chat? Hold on.
He does not have Firebolt, so that's not a thing. I'm going to take back that meta magic and that spell, and he's just going to shoot it with a crossbow.
Okay.
So what is the AC?
15.
He has
Also,
a
please
pretty...
bear in mind that you're shooting through me. I'm still a huge creature. Quite
Okay,
literally.
Did he move?
He did move. You can still take the opportunity
I'm a
attacks.
warcaster, and as a warcaster, my reaction can be a spell.
Sure. Go ahead and cast your spell.
Earthbind.
What? Earthbind? What's my
Earthbind.
save?
18. It is a strength saving throw.
He uses his last legendary resistance to succeed. He has a rather large crossbow. It is a hefty, golden-looking crossbow. What is the AC of this barrel?
15. Because it is made of
So,
wood.
So are you shooting
Just-
directly through me?
are you holding on to the barrel? Because-
If I'm a huge creature and he only ran 5 feet, he's behind me.
He
I
didn't run.
can't make. He did because you have to. I can't inflate my own token size.
Right?
But I would
no.
cover. So I mean, in order to get there, you shoot through this square.
Well, I am going to. He's going to take more of his. So he moved 20 feet. He's going to take an additional 10 feet to reach him. And he's going to roll his.
I am also holding the barrel, if that makes any difference.
Does not. He's going to aim straight for it.
Okay.
That is going to be a dirty 20 to hit the barrel.
Okay.
How many hit points does it have?
Tell me how many you roll.
10.
The barrel has 18.
Okay, he shoots the barrel, and nothing happens. And that is Roska's turn. It is now the lair action, which the lair is still active, even though the dragon is a barrel. And what is going to happen is... hang on a second.
While you're doing that, I just want to say, never in my entire 13-year career of playing Dungeons and Dragons have I ever heard the dragon is now a barrel. And I just want to say, I'm honored to be here.
I need Kern, Ferris, and Achilles to all make me Constitution saving throws.
Let me look at the sheet. Shoot. That's a 7.
That's a fail. You take a
24.
level of exhaustion.
Natural 20.
That is a success. Surprise! And what'd you get?
24.
And success. Ferris, you feel as you're running, the air in your lungs grows dry. You're holding this, and it's centered on the barrel. Even though it's a barrel, it's still a dragon in this barrel form. The air around you dries out. You take a level of exhaustion.
Okay. I did also take a level of... I am at 2 levels of exhaustion because I did take one for my Convergent Future.
Ooh, all right. You are at 2 levels of exhaustion. Persephone, what was the damage you got on Roska? Because, no, you cast a spell. Did the Crystal Dragon roll damage on Roska?
Yeah, I was going to say, did I still need to do that because we didn't...
No worries. We'll take care of it. It's your turn. So let's take care of it on your turn.
It not 20'd, so...
Okay, what's the max damage?
I'm trying to do math 1 second. That's 15. Duh.
No duh, you're good. 15 damage, and then roll on top of it.
13.
What is it? 13?
13 damage.
Great. Awesome.
Right.
Okay.
It's my turn, correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Where the fuck is Roska? Perfect. I am going over to Roska. Actually, do I even need to? I do not. I cast Banishment on Roska.
Okay. What is my DC for Charisma?
18.
Okay. He's going to burn a lucky point because he rolled a 3. And he gets a 19. Okay. So unfortunately that does not work. And he just looks at you and he just says, "Stop bothering. You will not win against a god."
I blast him with fire in the face again.
Wonderful. I'll make a dex save.
I really just don't. I literally look at him, I roar, I throw fire, and I'm like, I don't need to hear another piece of shit come out of your mouth.
That's fair. That is 18 to save.
Beat it. So 1 second. It's still a half damage.
Beat it. All right. So he takes half of the damage.
That's 10. Another 10. And then that is 5, so 15.
15. All right. And does 15 have 2 7, correct?
Yes.
Okay, great. My computer just did a no! So, it is Hector's turn, but currently I can't access Hector's sheets. So give me just one moment, please, as we deal with technical difficulties. too many windows up. It's okay. I'm just gonna have to. There we go. You see that Hector is actually gonna
It's not
turn.
Hector's turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's the
I have a
crystal dragon.
dragon.
Thank you for reminding me. I'm
I
actually gonna
keep
go ahead and put the
forgetting
crystal
to explain.
dragon in here so I don't keep messing that up.
Alright, where is? Yeah, we're just gonna. Yoop. Nah. Okay, summon dragon. Yeah, there we go. Does 21 hit?
21 does hit.
Okay, perfect. We are going to. It's 8 plus 5. I just did that math. Oh my gosh. That's 13 damage for Rend on his multi attack.
Okay.
And then, oh my god, I've been doing this wrong. I forgot.
That's
the dragon
okay.
makes a
Let's
number of
proceed doing
Rend
it right.
attacks equal to half the spell's level rounded down. So that was 1 Rend. So he gets a second Rend. Does the 20? Well, 22 hits because the 21 just hit.
Yep.
That is 6 plus. That's 10. 15.
15 damage. Okay.
Yes. And then his breath weapon. I need a dexterity
Great.
save.
I'll make a dex save. That is a 25 to save.
Okay, he saves. Still gets half damage though. Yeah, 7. So
Okay.
3.
3 damage.
Yes.
He's still looking okay. I mean, he's starting to look a little annoyed, but he's looking okay. It is now Hector's turn. Hector is actually going to go ahead and he is going to cast Dispel Magic on the barrel at a 5th level.
Give me a second to look it up because I want to see if there's anything about it
Sure.
in terms of
Can I just stab him in the face and tell him no?
No.
So, okay. So this is a 9th level spell. He is going to have to roll for it.
Sure. This is a 5th level spell, so he will have to roll a what, 14?
Yes.
Okay, he's going to spend a lucky point on that, because I also gave him lucky. Because he got a 13. That's better. He gets it.
Chrono shift.
Okay. He gets it.
Does anyone have anything else, please? I am trying to do I really want to do a cool thing.
Actually, hang on. That was a 13, so he's going to use another lucky point.
I don't think you can use more than 1 luck point.
Can we
If
not?
I remember correctly, you can only use
You
1
can-
luck point per turn.
Yeah.
And you've already burned 1.
It just says you have 3 luck points per long rest. Whenever you make an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw, you can spend 1 to roll an additional d20. And you choose which die to use. You can choose to spend luck points after you roll the die before the outcome is determined. It does not say anything about only
Hasn't the outcome been determined?
Yeah.
on the first one.
Then the outcome has been
But
determined.
But
Okay,
the outcome was
So
determined.
he fails. He fails under the Dispel Magic. It is now, can he do anything else? No, he can't. Go ahead, Kern. It's your turn.
We're gonna grapple Raska. Because, I mean, I can't grapple a barrel. I could try to grapple a barrel, but...
You're muted.
Go ahead and roll me in a contested athletics or strength check.
I haven't. It's an actual attack. It's not a contest.
Oh,
Construct
okay.
is an attack. I was trying to form my stuff.
Okay.
So, okay. Yeah, we're just gonna dart out for constrict, which is a 21 to hit. You're muted.
That will hit.
Okay, so, so you are grappled for this.
Okay.
And then it's 2d8 plus 7 because I was raging already. And I rolled max damage. So that's 16
Nice.
plus 7. That's 25 points of bludgeoning damage.
Very well done.
Yeah, and you are now grappled within my very large tail.
Can you please remind me one more time of the damage you did?
25.
Okay. And with that, as you guys face this situation, this barrel that once was a dragon, we're going to go ahead and take a break.
Oof.
So thank you all for being here. I'm going to go ahead and quickly check my chat. I saw Taco Man 181 was in, yelling fireball. Look, I do what I can. And we are going to go ahead and take a 10-minute break. So we'll be back at 40 after the hour. See you soon. Hello and welcome back into the Magic Academy. I hope you guys got a stretch and some water. I know I did. I needed it. It has been an intense fight. Couple of things to take care of. We love you guys. We know a bunch of you are great storytellers. We are no longer going to be looking at any of your instructions if we mess anything up. We're going to hold each other accountable. And if you want to talk to each other about like, oh, well, I would have done this, totally fine. But from now on, if you're like, wait, that should have happened. If we notice it, we will. And if we don't, we don't. So please know if we ignore what you're saying, it's not that we don't like you. It's that we are going to be handling this to the best of our ability. And we will just keep going. In addition, I want to say hello to some people who came in. I saw Nasty came in. So hello, Nasty. Thank you so much. Would you still love me if I turned into a barrel? Of course we would. But I also saw Lore's mama pop back into the chat. And Trudy said apparently the Critical Role chat is a lot like that. Yeah, that's why we don't look at it. So we love y'all dearly. We're just going to keep at it. But we're going to jump right back into it because it is the top of the turn in what would normally be the Solar Dragon. But in case you didn't know, the Solar Dragon is now a barrel. So
Yes,
it is
it is.
Ferris's turn with the barrel.
I
All
love
right.
True Polymorph so much.
It's so good. And I'm mad about it.
Now that it is my turn once more, and oh, look at that, I still have my 7th level spell slot. I'm going to cast teleport, and I'm going to teleport myself and the barrel to the place that in this time he would still know the best. We're going straight to Minerva's house.
Fucking barrel! My God!
Oh, go
Which
yeet.
I do recognize might take me out of the fight. I do have a potential plan to possibly return.
Mhm.
But
I'm checking something really quickly. Give me a moment. Of course, out of all the characters that I picked 2 characters that cannot prepare counterspell.
So myself
Fair.
and the barrel will be leaving.
You
Um,
RP this out, you popping up in my fucking living room?
Oh,
Sure we
100%.
can, if
We're
you want.
100% RPing this. We're 100% RPing this. Are
And
you kidding
also,
me?
probably at this point, there is also like a Medea and a 7-year-old Ferris in this
Uh-huh.
living room as well.
Uh-huh.
So, you guys watch on the battlefield as Ferris and the barrel that once was the adult solar dragon disappear.
Hades
and-
watches nothing because Hades is blind.
Hades is blinded and sees nothing.
Somebody's audio is pulling through.
Yeah.
I do hear my voice currently, so if someone has stream up, I can hear myself talk. Okay, there we go. So, Ferris, you teleport and you end up in Minerva's living room. Minerva, you have just come back after some hefty magic. Our dear sweet Minerva is back along with Medea, a 7-year-old Ferris, and a
4-year-old Murmurous.
And I will say we can't do too much RP because 4 of the characters are played by Evelyn. But I will allow Minerva to have an exclamation. Let's bring back Minerva for one brief second as a full-grown 27-year-old Ferris shows up in your living room with a barrel.
I have a lot of questions. The first thing is, what the fuck is that?
An adult solar dragon. If you don't harm me for an hour, it will stay like a barrel forever.
Okay, you can store it downstairs with the rest of the adult dragons that you have collected over the years, but I swear to God, if one of them fucking breaks, in the basement.
It is now canon that Ferris has time traveled and brought like 5 barrels that were once adult solar dragons.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love this crew so much.
You are
Yeah.
temporarily out of the fight, Ferris. So
Yes,
we'll see.
I will work on a way to either to bring myself back or get Medea there.
Amazing.
I will put a message in the Video Ninja chat when I figure that out.
Amazing. Oh my god. So we flash back, we get a brief glance of Minerva, who we love and miss dearly. And we go back to the battle. You see Roska is just fuming. And Hector is like simultaneously looking very relieved but very concerned. Like, cool, the dragon is gone, but also shit. Achilles, it is your turn.
Cool. I'm overwhelmed, and I should have planned a bit more, but okay. Shit.
And Ferris, I am making your token temporarily disappear.
Yes.
All right. Well, now that all distractions are out of the way, I'm gonna look at Hector and say, nothing to hide behind now. And I'm going to bonus action steady aim to give myself advantage and just start a slashing.
Okay.
Thank goodness for that. Let's see. Steady aim gives me advantage for the first attack, but it was a natural 19.
That will be a crit. Go ahead and roll your damage. But you want to know what's so great? When a creature under the effect of your vow of enmity makes an attack, you can use a reaction to make a melee weapon attack against that creature. So go ahead and tell me the damage, but then he's going to slash you. With advantage.
That's cool. All right, so it's 32. It's 60 damage for the first
60.
attack.
Good freaking lord, my dude. You get 20 points of damage returned to you. He is looking extremely hurt, but he's going to roll with advantage. And if he hits you, he's going to smite you. 19 to hit is not going to do it.
Just missed.
So he misses on his attack, and that is your first out of your 3.
All right. The good news is the rest of these are not with advantage. So that's going to be 16.
Not going to hit.
17.
Not going to hit.
Action surge.
Okay.
Because I am not letting him live. 21 to hit.
Hits.
For 12 damage.
Okay.
Does a 30 hit?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
14 damage.
14 damage. All right. He's still up.
And then 12 damage.
12 damage. All right. He's still up, my friend.
All right, so that was action, bonus action, and then action surge. Yeah, so essentially he's just letting out all of this rage that he has built up for years, just constantly slashing, cutting at him. And my turn there.
Great. It is now Hades' turn.
Great.
That was amazing.
So Hades is just like, all right. Now I'm angry. Takes a deep breath. The the flaming skull reappears, as so does like the purple fire around his body, and the black eyes, or the darkness within the eye sockets, go this bright purple color as he casts heal on himself to at 5th level to give himself 70 hit points back and cure his blindness.
Oh! He's so excited, you guys.
He looks over at Achilles and he gives him, and the skull smiles. And through the skull is this like creepifying, like multiple voiced, like basso Daddy's proud. Make Daddy prouder.
Why are you like this? Why are you
Because
like
I am.
I feel normal.
Yeah, Lore, I absolutely feel normal and nothing else at all.
I'm
There's
feeling
only
something,
normal
that's for sure.
There's only normal feelings here.
I feel totally normal about everything that was just said. I'm just gonna sit over here in the corner and I'm just okay, bye.
I feel fine.
I think did we just lose a Persephone? Oh god, the tech issues are real.
The voice was too strong.
The voice was too strong and Persephone yeeted herself from the call. Well, we
And
are
that ends
gonna
my turn.
Hello. Let me go ahead and make sure that we are all set on call and we are good to go. Wonderful. We are going to move to Roska's turn. Roska is going to look at you, Persephone, and he's going to say, "It doesn't matter if you remove one dragon. You of all people should know what I'm capable of."
Roska's gonna make a DC 16 grapple.
He's not moving. He's wild
Okay.
shaping.
Doesn't he still have to break out of it?
No, you can still wild shape even though you're grappled.
Okay.
He's not trying to move. He's just wild shaping.
Noted.
So exactly. Good for you to know. So he is going to wild shape into an ancient copper dragon. Because, fun fact, when you're a druid above the level 18, you can wild shape into anything as long as you've seen it twice. He's a god. He's definitely seen it twice. So you guys see Roska's form changes, and I do like the image of Skern as this giant snake just wrapped around this shifting creature. And I am going to say that you still will have grapple on him, even though he wild shapes. And you see that he just grows in size. He lets out a blood-curdling roar. And I'm going to just get rid of his piece really quickly and replace it with this guy. However, he is still grappled. So anything that he does, unless he gets out of the grapple, will be done with disadvantage. To get out of the grapple, I think he just needs to make a strength check, correct? That's a DC 16?
Yeah, he needs to make a save.
Okay, a save. Great. So he's got a +8 to this.
You get a dragon, and you get a
He
dragon.
got a 26, so he's going to break out of the grapple, but that is his
No
action. So yeah, you made him waste his action, which is pretty good. But druids weigh in at the table. If you change into an ancient dragon, do you get its legendary actions or no? Because I don't want to be like a jerk face. You don't get that. That's what I thought. You now see he is a giant copper dragon. And he just roars with all of his might. And Hector looks just like absolutely terrified. Hector's also bleeding profusely. So he wild shapes and gets out of the grapple, and the lair is gone because the solar dragon is no longer here, and it is Persephone's turn.
Get him.
You're muted.
Oh, we can't hear you.
I said yes. Let's get the dragon, the one that still has all of its HP, and then once we down it, it's going to get its other HP back. That's not how it works. I can't just get him.
Fair.
And I'm literally
later.
telling you this as Persephone to Hades. I'm like, this. You don't know anything about druids.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, hang on. She's completely gone off my video, Ninja. Give me a second.
No worries.
Like
Do I need to-
gone. Lily, I
have-
love you. If you could hear me, I love you. I'll be right back.
They can hear you. Can I get a tech issues in chat, please? We're doing what we can.
What is up tonight?
I don't know. We're fighting a huge amount of stuff, and so Video Ninja said, "No, absolutely, fuck you."
I will be taking my next turn, but not as Ferris.
Ooh.
I'm going through. I'm going through all my sheets.
I love you so much, Evelyn.
I
Guys,
love you
welcome. We were talking on break about how Evelyn has been with me ever since I was a baby DM, and this is a big night for us.
Yes, it is.
The game breaker has truly broken me.
Yes.
Oh my
Like, it's something that the two of us have talked about for a very long
years.
time of wanting to like do live D&D like this, or some type of like produced D&D content, and so like I get to
We're
do
here.
this with my friends is pretty cool.
Yeah, and you break my shit.
Yes, I
Laura, we
do
good?
every time.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Like, I only knew Lily was back on the call because Lily's face popped up on stream.
Oh my god.
But man, you were gone. And I was like,
I was on a
Just
different plane
gone.
of existence. It's fine.
Yeeted themselves. Okay,
Okay,
so
we're
Persephone
good.
says to Hades, "You know nothing about druids," which was
You're right.
hilarious. Persephone, speaking of druid, it is your turn.
I know, it's my turn. This is fine. This is not
This
what
is
I anticipated. Okay.
You
I'm gonna
guys
try
took away
banishing
my
him.
baby. I
I'm
added
gonna try
another
banishing
baby.
him. We're gonna
What?
banish the fucking dragon again.
Okay, he's gonna roll his. He still has lucky points. He's
I
gonna.
hate this. I hate those lucky points. I wish those lucky points would just burn in hell.
I mean, he was on your side. Okay, so he has a plus 11 to the save. What is my DC?
It's an 18.
That
You
is. That I rolled a 6, so he failed. So I'm gonna roll a lucky point.
Oh my god. Can we just banish this stupid brother? I'm so
No!
tired of this shit coming out of his mouth.
He rolled a 20. He does not get banished.
Oh. I'm just gonna
Oh, don't you have to roll the luck point before the outcome is determined?
So the thing is, I knew what the DC was.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I
That's
already
on
knew
us because I should
Yeah,
have
6
told
and 1
you
half
what
dozen
DC
of the
was.
other.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say
Yeah.
that he succeeds
But-
and does not get banished. But
no.
I appreciate you.
Does anyone else have true polymorph? We got so much more room for barrels.
I do not.
Neither
One
do
more
I.
for barrels. Okay, well that was my main action, but I'm still gonna fire breathe on him because I still hate his guts.
Okay, where are you at? Okay, are you within range of this dragon? Yes.
There
Okay.
you go.
Great. Thank you. I appreciate you.
And I'm not on the floor with CERN. I'm hovering above CERN.
yeah, I was gonna say like, yeah, we're like occupying the same 10-foot pillar.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
basically see
I'm above.
Persephone below and Kern above. Yes.
Okay, cool.
No,
cool.
sorry, Kern
Cool, cool,
below
cool,
and
cool.
Persephone above. I got this.
Anyways, can you make me a dexterity
Dex
saving throw?
save. Great. Let me go ahead and make a dex save. This dice is going to jail. That is an 11.
Sweet.
I'm just gonna
I like
let
when
him
you
take-
don't.
He's just gonna
I
take
like-
this damage. You like it when I fail. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I do. Oh, I really like it when you fail. I love when you fail. This
Oh,
is
it's great.
Hang on. I got to do math, but I'm sure 3 6s already add up pretty high.
That's 18.
And then we're gonna add up 5 plus 4 plus 2. So that's 29 damage of force
Nice.
damage. And now it's the Crystal Dragon's turn because I'm not letting you let Hector go again.
Hector is like bleeding out right now, so it's fine.
Let's see here. So we're gonna do. So we're gonna do this right now because I remember the amount of rends that there are.
Yes, you have the rend action now going for you.
Okay, so that is a dirty 20. Does that hit?
That let me check his copper dragon AC really quickly. No, that misses.
Okay, what about a 24?
24 does hit.
Okay, perfect. We're gonna do that. So one of his things hits.
Yeah, the dragon is a barrel living in the basement. It's great.
14 damage.
14 damage. All right, great.
And then breath weapon. Can you make me another dexterity saving throw?
I can certainly make you another deck save with a different d20. That's a, what is it? 5 plus 8. Yeah, fail.
I just rolled double 6s. I don't know. I don't remember what the things that affect copper dragons are, but this is acid damage. If that makes any difference.
Oh, it's acid damage. He doesn't take any of this.
Motherfucker.
He's a copper
This-
dragon.
I don't remember what copper dragons do.
Acid. You guys,
Damn
you
it.
watch as your crystal dragon spews at it, and it just absorbs into his skin.
As the last thing that I do, I look over at Achilles and I go, I need you to quit playing with your fucking food and get your ass in this fight.
Oh, don't worry. I don't think he's going to last much longer. Just glaring at Hector as he says it.
Well, as you say that, Hector is going to go ahead and... What are you going to do, Hector? Realizing I had a feat of his I didn't use. It's fine. I, just gave him... Did he have Mage Slayer? No, he didn't. Great. Okay. He
Come on,
hasn't hit
Hector.
once, but he does have advantage on you, so he is going to roll. That's a 25 to hit on the first attack. He has the feat Slasher. He is using a slashing weapon. Your speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay.
And he does, first, he's going to add a smite to this. So he first does 14 regular slashing damage. Well, it's magical slashing damage. And he is going to, as a bonus action, use a... No, he can't do that. That's the wrong order. So he's instead, he's going to just add his Divine Smite, and he's going to cast his Divine Smite at a... I can cast it up to his highest level, correct?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to cast it at a 5th level. So that is going to be 4d8? Watch as I don't play paladins very often, so I super duper appreciate you. Your guys' patience as I remember everything that I have. Where is my Divine Smite? Can you give it to me, please? Where do I normally find Divine Smite? Class features?
It's features.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And for some reason, my brain is just not having it today. I appreciate y'all's patience. Okay, yes. 2d8 plus for each level higher. So the max is 5d8. So he's going to roll 5d8 of damage on you in addition to what he just rolled.
So 14 plus this.
14 plus 27. As he hits you with his glaive, a radiant light surges through your body, and he's going to go in for a second attack.
Okay.
First, as a bonus action, he's going to cast Thunderous Smite. So if he hits you with this, then he will do Thunderous Smite. That is going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
Beats it.
And he is going to first do a total of just the slashing damage before the smite is going to be, all right, that's fine, 5. But he is going to do Thunderous Smite. He cast it at a 4th level. No, I can't cast that as a 4th level. That's a lie. He's going to do an extra 2d6 of damage. Make me a strength saving throw. 8 additional damage.
19.
That meets it, beats it. You are not pushed away 10 feet. And he looks at you. He is bleeding out. You know for a fact that Hector has healing. You know that he can heal himself. But instead, he just looks at you and he says, if I'm meant to die for my sins here, then I die for my sins here.
Oh, don't worry, you will. Hellish Rebuke.
Ooh!
The dex save, okay. 18?
Let me double check. Okay, you pass, so it's half damage.
I mean, he'll still take the half.
All right. 19, half to 9.
Achilles and Hector's story.
As he's saying, if I'm meant to die for my sins, I will. Achilles looks at him. You see this radiant light. I'm gonna say influenced by Hades style. This flame start moving up to his chest, turn purple, and jump on to Hector.
You see Hector with just as proud as he was in life, does not let out a cry of pain, just stares at you as his life leaves him.
I like to say I cut off his head in that moment and say, "Don't worry, you'll be with me forever," and cut off his head.
So you hellish rebuke off his head?
I hellish rebuke him. I like to say as he's dying, I go for a swing to cut his head.
Okay,
if you'll allow
fine.
it for storytelling.
I will. Kern, it's your turn.
Daddy
Cool.
proud.
Always unprepared, Sphinx.
I
I'm
know!
unprepared.
Sphinx just says the things, you're just like,
Skull smiles wider.
I'm not even. Mm-mm.
Kern even is like, fuck, I'm just kidding.
Listen, Kern's one flaw is he's a sucker for a pretty face.
Ooh.
So, that's his flaw. Listen here.
Does Kern as a boa constrictor have a moment?
So, well, Kern as a boa constrictor is no longer a boa constrictor because
Oh, okay.
Hector's dead. I was mainly preserving my HP because fuck all. But I don't have to anymore. The big problem is gone. The big problem is a barrel in my alternate life's basement. The other problem has now been decapitated.
I got 99 problems, and a barrel is all of them.
Barrel is all of
And a
them.
barrel is 5 of them, apparently. So, nah, so that free action, we're gonna, like, you know what? Fuck the grapple. I mean, I might be a huge creature, but... I mean, I'm still gonna ride the dragon. So, I'm going to... What's up, Sphinx? I see you. I see you.
Ride the dragon. Gonna ride the dragon, baby.
I'm gonna ride the dragon. So what we're gonna do is, I'm going to, with the free action, drop the wild shape, but keep myself on its back. So like
Okay.
I'm like here
Sure.
on his spine. And then I had to write this out. I'm so excited. I have not been able to use
He
these.
did. So just for clarification, he broke out of your grapple, but you remained where you were.
He,
just
well,
for my knowledge.
I mean, he didn't break out of the grapple. I'm dropping
did.
wild shape. No, you never rolled for it.
Yeah, I did. I rolled a strength
did.
check and he succeeded.
Oh, I don't remember that.
No worries. Yeah, he broke
She
out
did.
of the grapple.
Yeah, I don't I have short-term memory problems.
No problem.
Um,
Just yeah. So I will still allow you with your movement to get on the dragon's back.
I mean, I'm still a huge creature. It would only take me maybe 10 feet.
Great.
So that, I mean, yeah, we're probably still mostly eye level.
Sounds good.
So I'm still gonna be on the dragon's back either way.
That sounds
um,
good. I just wanted to make sure. I was like, wait, did I forget something?
Okay. So let's see. Okay. Anyway, so on the spine, I have 2 very large blade-like tattoos that are on my arm.
Nice.
And essentially those are gonna glow and shine to that same color that matches his eyes, and the gem on his circlet's gonna shine with that same magic. And he's gonna clasp his hands together, and these tattoos are gonna slide down his arm, and it's gonna manifest into a giant shimmering emerald great axe in his hand. And we're gonna, and that's a bonus action. I love that. That's a bonus action. And we're gonna go
cool.
ahead. We're gonna make 2 attacks with the extra attack, as well as reckless attack on the first.
Great.
Let's see here. So
Druid barriers.
yeah,
Druid
I have had yet to be able to use him. So okay. So that first attack Thank God I'm attacking recklessly, because that was a 7 at first, and now that is with a plus 10 to hit is a 29 to hit on
9
the first one.
hits.
And the second one is a 26 to hit.
26 hits.
So that is, there's that plus the rage. Plus the rage. Trying to make sure they have so much shit. I have so much shit for him.
Yeah, those high-level characters, man.
I feel you. I have like 5 different options for reaction, so I have to keep track of it at all times.
I made a level 19 and a level 20 and didn't do half the shit that I had for one of them.
Okay, and then that's okay. Let's see here. And then I want to double check something.
Question, DM. Is it's
Yeah.
a spell that allowed you to change shape?
Wild shape.
So from
You
my
can-
understanding, you can shape change, but you can't wild shape into a dragon.
You can't
You
wild
cannot.
shape into a
Because-
dragon?
Because I don't.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, because I don't think it counts as a. I don't know if it
So
counts as a-
I'm gonna say I am gonna pull out my one god card. He's a god, I'm allowing it.
I can help you with that on the fact that there is a spell that
Yeah.
allows you to do
Yeah,
that.
there is. It's called shape
Yeah.
change, but I
Yes.
mean,
Yeah.
it drastically impacts what I do, what happens next, because I hit twice.
Yeah.
I am going to say that because he is a god and because this is the final battle, I'm going to allow him this one wild shape, but I'm going to say that if you take him out of wild shape, he has no more wild shapes. This is it.
Listen, we've already turned one dragon into a barrel. I think this is fair, and also we can take down a dragon.
Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna
no, I mean, I get that.
Yeah.
What I did with the intention of not the wild shape action.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
So that sort of, because essentially I just burned my second wild shape for nothing.
Do you want to go ahead and retcon that because it seems only fair?
No, because I've already committed to it.
Okay.
And I typically try not to roll that stuff back. If I commit to it, I commit to it.
Okay, sounds good.
I mean, that's max damage either way.
Nice. What's the damage?
So 24 plus 6, 30 points of slashing damage straight to the back of your neck.
Okay. Can you guys give me just 1 second, please?
Yeah.
Oh man, this is intense, and I'm just
Yeah, it is.
address one of the comments. Years down the line in the future campaign, there's an infestation of dragons in the forest. Each dragon strangely smells of some pickled fruit or ale. I'm like, pickled dragons!
Pickle dragons. I love pickles.
Would a pickle dragon taste like pickles? Discuss in the chat.
I feel like it would. I really feel like it would.
Okay. I am going to, for the sake of doing the things, I am going to say that it was shape change and not a wild shape. Which means he will have wild shape available to him should he drop this spell. Though of course he can't change into a dragon. You just rolled 30 damage, so he needs to make a concentration check of 15.
And you need to make it twice, because I hit twice.
No worries. Was it 30 damage both times?
Well, no, it's 30 damage total.
Okay, what was it? So the first what were
Max
so it
damage.
was-
Max damage both times is 15 points.
Thank you. So he actually is going to do a DC 10 concentration check for both hits. Okay, so first concentration check. This is a Constitution saving throw. He gets his dragon stats, so he gets a plus 14 to this. That passes with a 29. Second Constitution saving throw. That passes with a 28. But I'm gonna say that it's a spell. Your attacks now, he will be making concentration checks. Because that is a very good point, and I appreciate the call out. So, but he does take that 30 damage. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Kern?
Nope.
Awesome. You see, he has to struggle to like maintain his shape as you hit him. Back to the top of the initiative with Achilles.
After taking Hector's head and I like to think like the purple flame kind of on his body still kind of sticks for a moment. He drops it. I'll be back for you later. My speed is only 30.
Oh,
right?
Actually, I'm so sorry. Actually, it is Evelyn's turn because
Cool, it gives me a chance
Ferris
to
was
math.
first in the initiative. So thank you for the reminder. Evelyn, take it away.
Question. Would Medea have been able to have a long rest? Because I believe, I think that there was technically a short rest that was taken because it was battle into Celestine getting yeeted.
Mm-hmm.
So, would would Medea have a long rest?
Yes.
Okay. So, good. Because Medea's gonna cast Plane Shift. Which I did misspeak the first time. With Ferris, it was not teleport, it was Plane Shift. Because teleport, you can't actually change planes. Plane Shift, you can. So it was a Plane Shift, it was not teleport. Just for the sake of, like, correcting my own mistakes. But Medea, being a sorcerer, because Plane Shift, wizards and sorcerers got him, she's gonna look at her boy, she's gonna immediately recognize her son, and she's gonna, when I get back, we are going to have a talk. Stay on the other side of the room from your younger self. We are not messing up the time stream like this. And then she's going to cast Plane Shift on herself.
Amazing.
And Plane Shift is a little imprecise. So DM, if you could choose a place on the map for Medea to show up.
Sure. You're a sorcerer, so it doesn't particularly matter, because you're gonna have the long range. But let me go ahead and I'm gonna hopefully find your token. Yep. I'm gonna say that you show up right behind this purple tree.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and give you access to this character.
Magic, I am so sorry to change characters halfway through a fight. But, you know, Ferris is out of spell slots. I can't bring him back. But if you will allow me to bring Medea, she has quite a few less hit points.
Yep.
And yeah, so she's gonna, you guys see who it's been. How many rounds has it been so far?
God, this is the 4th round, I think.
I think so.
Fourth or fifth. It's been less than 30 seconds since Medea got yeeted. Her son from the future showed up, turned a solar dragon into a barrel, disappeared, and then Medea showed back up.
This family is so weird.
Yeah, they are. Bunch of
weird.
magical little freaks. And that is the only thing that she can do on her turn. She is gonna at least take a little bit of movement so that she can get line of sight for whatever it is she does next. And that's it. That's the turn.
Wonderful.
Medea sees Hades in his skull face form, flaming, like almost Ghost Rider-ish.
I don't understand the attraction to good boys.
Achilles, now it is your turn.
Awesome. So I did the calculating thing, and I am going to let's see. Is this dragon flying at the moment?
It is not currently flying because it had been grappled originally by Kern, so it is on the ground.
Cool. Then I am gonna, since I haven't used it yet, I'm gonna use my flying speed
Amazing.
to essentially Superman sword forward towards this dragon.
Okay,
yeah.
roll your attacks.
It helps if
And then I did see your hand, Lore, so
go ahead while I get set up.
The most intrusive thought, Medea from across the field. I don't understand the attraction to good boys. Kern on the back of the dragon covered in blood. I got you a bad boy, baby.
Kern, you're still married.
Yes.
My
Your
God.
wife's in your house.
I mean,
Beltane out of the. We do threesomes. It's canon. They do.
Amazing.
I mean,
Begin the
Kern
polycule.
has
Yes, you just hear Belle go, I'm into it.
She's so weak. She like shuffles out of the front door in her blanket, and she looks she's not very glowy yet, and she's like,
Oh my god.
So, with Kern being on the dragon's back, does this count as flanking?
Yes, it fucking does.
So first I want to use my bonus action.
Do you have enough fly speed to get behind the dragon? I'll allow it if you go behind the dragon.
I mean, if
Behind,
Kern's on
let me
top
say,
and he's
that was
below.
25.
I'm gonna be a hard ass. Let me have
That's
this.
fair,
You guys
that's
are
All right, cool. Just
annihilated
bonus
my
action
fight.
dash to get behind him.
Great. We bonus action dash to get behind him. Now you only have attacks.
Yeah. You took away my chance to heal a little bit, so you're. Yeah. All right. So.
Look, I'm getting my ass kicked. Let me have this.
Never.
Be 22 to hit.
22 hits.
So 12 damage.
Okay.
I'm not going to use my sneak attack yet. I'm going to see if I can get a crit.
Okay. Did you crit?
No, not the second attack.
What'd you get?
Oh, 29.
A hit?
if you zoom in really far on the map, the dragons are holding claws.
Aww. The crystal dragon suddenly betrays Persephone for a new dragon friend.
Actually, well, let me double check to make
Bad
sure.
crystal dragon.
Okay, yeah, once per turn I can do it, so I don't have to use it on the first attack. All right, so it's 14 damage for second attack.
Okay, great. You have a third attack. Did I just see the dragon moving so they weren't holding hands?
I said bad dragon and I moved it. And then I moved it back.
Persephone's like,
Praise. But no, that was a nat 20.
You can absolutely kiss my ass.
Oh, you love me, and you know it.
Kill
So
the
11.
dragon.
That's gonna be sorry, 27 plus. $52 damage.
Okay.
And since I have the vampiric sword, I get to heal for 20.
Yes, you do.
Nice.
So it's action, bonus action. Yeah, you just see, like, for the first time in a long time, you see a true happy smile on Achilles' face as he has completed his goal since the loss of Patroclus, and you see, like, these purple flames going across his armor around the edge of his shield as he's going through stabbing and slashing at this dragon.
Hades, it's your turn.
Hades, big ass skull grin. He's keeping the skull face, and he looks directly at the dragon. Brother, time to end this. And the purple flames kind of spew from his mouth, and they don't quite leave his kind of peripheral, but purple flames begin to appear across the dragon as I cast Blight. I need a Constitution saving throw from
Great.
the dragon.
Plus 14 to con. Gonna use a lucky point.
Oh boy.
29 to save.
Cool, he still takes half the damage, which will be 11d8,
You motherfucker.
half of 55. So I cast the spell at 7th level.
55?
Half of 55, yeah.
Okay, what does 55 have? That's going to be
27, probably.
27, yeah. Great. Anything else you can do on your turn, Hades?
I don't. I'm going to move closer to Persephone.
Great.
And I'm going to say, nice day for it.
I shake my head at him.
Okay. It is Roska's turn. I need everyone here to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
New frightful presence.
24.
Ooh, that's a nat 20.
Okay. Did anyone get a 19 or lower?
I might have a thing that I
Achilles, you are frightened.
so I got a nat 1, but I might be able to fix it.
Okay. Poor Medea. Just like, I can't hear shit.
Is it this? When you make an ability check that fail magical guidance, when you reach 5th level, you can tap into your inner wellspring of magic to try and conjure success from failure. When you make an ability check that fails, you can spend 1 sorcery point to reroll the d20, and you must use the new roll, potentially turning the failure into a success. So I'm gonna use a sorcery point.
Okay.
Was that English?
I think
was
it
panic.
was. That was pure panic. Yeah, that was
that was panic.
Okay.
I understood all of that because I also play a sorcerer in one of my games.
Well, that's a 12. That didn't help me much.
So unfortunately, you are also frightened. You are
Dang
both
it.
frightened of the dragon, and that is just the first part of its move. It's now going to use its breath weapon. You see Roska looks at you, Hades, and goes, yes, yes.
I had
Evelyn."
advantage. Psychic
roll again.
defenses. Aberrant sorcerer.
Nice.
That's still a 7. That's still a 12.
All right. So you're frightened. You see that this dragon is going to do its breath weapon. I need Hades and Persephone to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Probably gonna fail, but it's a 19.
That is a fail.
I rolled a 1.
That is a fail. You see that is going to be 14 d8 of acid damage.
Persephone, Hades, which one of you two looks worse?
I'm at full.
I'm at
Okay.
133. I'm pretty bad.
Hang on. I think I have a thing. Except I'm worried that the text says melee. No, it just says an attack against a target other than you. You can. Well, okay, so I can't really do anything. I can't protect you, but I can use my reaction to use my sentinel attack instead because it hit
Sentinel!
Persephone, and that was rude. And that was rude.
47 acid damage.
Okay.
That's
Hades doesn't take the damage.
Hades doesn't take the damage. Persephone, tell me what you're doing in this moment.
Persephone throws herself in front of Hades, but her back turned to the dragon. And
Persephone.
she reaches her hand out and looks into his eyes and says, "This is not your time." And her last spell is going to be Death Ward.
Persephone, because we talked about this, you were instantly dead.
Yeah.
No saving throws, no death saves, no resurrection. Please describe to me what happens as Persephone sacrifices her life to save Hades.
As her body hits the ground, she turns back into Persephone. She doesn't look draconic anymore. That very pink and black hair that's intertwining, and shades of green begin to show up. And 3 lights come from her. A pink, which personifies Persephone. And that orb drifts away. In the future, Hades will find that orb in Eden, in his land. Green, Demeter, which is who she should have grown into. And she will remain in this forest with Beltane and Cern. And then a very ominous black orb. And that drifts to the Cliffshire Wood. And it is Persephone's curse for the burning of her woods. It is no longer a safe place.
Persephone, you had prevented a very big deal because I had one god mechanic. Roscoe was going to try and sacrifice his shape change to kill his brother. And you see that he fails upon hitting you, and you all watch as Persephone crumples to the ground, dead.
The flames around Hades intensifies as this
Yeah.
unworldly bellow comes from the skull.
Because the god put everything he had in this attack, he drops his dragon form.
Okay, well, he's still getting the sentinel attack.
He sure is, and he's getting it at his regular AC, not his dragon AC.
He's getting this. Oh well, that works out. That's a 26 to hit.
That would have hit him as a dragon.
I know. I rolled a 16, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm gonna hit the dragon."
Amazing, I love it.
But I mean, lack of better explanation, we don't really know each other, but we have a cursory understanding that land is sacred. And when Persephone falls to the ground, Kern lets out literally a blood-curdling scream at the loss of somebody who's almost like family. That connection to the earth, and anybody who is connected to the ground, that spiritual level, the same way is felt. From the cabin, you can hear Beltane let out a blood-curdling scream at the loss of another land protector. And that is so with my rage is 16 more points of slashing damage. As he literally embeds this this great axe into the back of Rosca.
Crystal Dragon is gone. Persephone is gone. But Kern, it's actually your turn.
The fuck, you're right, it is. It fucking is. And we're going for 2 more fucking attacks with another reckless attack. As he's quite literally like screaming. So in his rage, purely through Fey magic alone, Kern looks much larger than he is. And Kern, just tears in his eyes, as they stream down his face, is gonna swing again for his great axe. That's a dirty 20. And then
Dirty 20 definitely hits.
And then another 26.
Yep, his AC is 19.
As he just wildly swings his axe at the back of Rosca. Oh, I rolled the wrong dice.
No worries.
So the first attack, the reckless attack is what is that? That's 11 plus the 17, and then that second one doesn't come down quite as hard, which I think is kind of fitting.
Sorry, the first attack was how much damage?
17 slashing.
Great.
And then the second is 11.
11 damage.
Yeah.
Can I just say, by the way, before we do the 11 damage, he's currently at 69 hit points.
Nice.
Is that your turn, Kern? He's still alive. He's looking hurt, but he's alive. Because, I mean,
Yeah.
we gotta have Medea at least do one thing.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Yep. That
You don't get to
is-
make us laugh after this. No, sorry.
That-
Yeah, I
that
do.
is-
Yeah, I do.
that-
Look, I had a plan. We had a plan.
But yeah, as he like screaming, it completely enraged. His body is like his muscles are rippling. He's so pissed off. And yeah, and he's gonna that second axe just. Okay, so the first hit is lighter. The second hit is the one that I have now embedded the axe in his spine.
Yeah, you see Roska's just like, ah! Medea, it is your turn.
You shouldn't have told, my dear DM. You shouldn't have told me how many hit points he has.
No, you I sure shouldn't have.
Medea, let me double check the range on this. 60 feet. Let's see.
All I will say for those of you who know Romythra lore is this actually works quite well for future events with Roska, and that's all I'll say.
How perfect that he's
Sphinx
50
knows.
feet away. How perfect that he's 50 feet away. I'm gonna cast what is, I guess, become Medea's signature. Medea did not much care for a lot of the people Jason spent time with. She was not a fan of Achilles. Minerva was a different story. She hated Heracles. Didn't really love Orpheus either. He was annoying to her.
Aw.
She's an unpleasant person. But Persephone was someone who Medea did feel like, as much as Jason did not trust Persephone, Medea did. Because it's hard to be far from home. And so the word that Medea utters as she casts power word kill on Roska is simply Persephone. She whispers it, and a small pink light shoots over and just like kind of goes through the axe embedded in his spine, and as it does, it turns into a sickly necrotic energy that just wrenches into him and rends him apart, killing him instantly.
So a little bit of flavor, because he is a god. And this actually works quite well for what happened to Roska in the future. Roska had planned to return to the Earth, and you make him return to the Earth in the goriest way possible. He screams as a hole in Rapturalia rips open, and he is plummeted down into the earth of Romythra itself, while he will sleep for 1,000 years and then eventually get killed by a party. And you all exit initiative.
Hades drops the skull form and falls to his knees and begins weeping over and cradling Persephone's body.
As we leave initiative, and we're going to take a brief moment of pause. Persephone lies there looking pretty pristine, honestly. The rest of you are alive. Solar Dragon gone in Minerva's basement somewhere as a barrel. But you all stand there and look down at Persephone, who gave her life for the man that she ended up loving until the bitter end. Medea has cast the final words on this god who is now buried deep into the earth and will arise 1,000 years later with absolutely no power. The gods have left. Hades, you know that you must leave. And you don't know what's going to happen to the rest of the war if it will rage on for another 500 years or 1,000 years. But for this brief, calm moment, in deep sadness, you stand over each other, over Persephone together.
Achilles pulls 2 gold coins from his pocket, places them on her eyes, reaches down, pats her on the head, says, "Say hi to Patroclus for me. Be at peace." Tears jotting down.
When Achilles stands back up, Medea is going to hug him and start weeping.
Achilles breaks down too.
These two people who did not like each other very much, openly weeping in each other's arms because they both have experienced similar and intense loss these past years. And she's just gonna, like, cling to until she returns back to Minerva's house, one of the last remnants of Jason and Persephone and their friendships.
I'm getting a thing that I lost, that I have to that is I didn't know that's why this was coming. I didn't know that's why I knew this information, and I'm mad about it. Oh, so, but
I
as
couldn't
kind
tell
of,
y'all too much.
I am sad. So for one, um, am I?
It's beautiful, but I'm mad at you.
But I'm mad at you. I know. What would you, what part would you like me to, which part is the part that I'm supposed to tell? Help me out.
1 second. Just the destruction part.
So is it this, is it the teenage years portion, like those 2 passages?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
And you
God,
could shortline it.
no, I'm gonna read it. It's phenomenal writing, and I'm gonna read it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to read this from the point of view of somebody who was there. So little known fact that people don't know is that Kern and Belle were friends of Persephone's before Persephone fled, I guess. They've been friends. They together worked to ensure forest life. So the Cliffshire Woods did hold a small bit of heartbreak for Kern as well, although not to the same extent. But um, kind of as everything comes to a halt, you know, Belle's alive, back in the cabin, resting, hopefully. Although that woman is strong-headed, oh, she's hard-headed as hell. Um, and Kern just kind of flops on the grass. The energy from the great axe is now filtered out of Roska's body, but it's regrown back onto his arms, albeit slowly, as his body remains in shock. Um, as um, Kern recounts a story that Persephone had been kind enough to tell him. Um, and he remembers the devastation he knew that she could cause, but at the end of the day, how loving and giving Persephone was to not only the people of Romythra, but to the celestial plane. Um, and as he looks around and sees essentially the carnage, um, you know, and that green orb, um, he's gonna kind of run his fingers through the grass, next to him. Kind of like almost like you'd ruffle a little kid's hair, like your sibling. Um, and he's just gonna kind of ruffle it for a minute and say, I knew for a long time that you and I thought you were familiar, and this just proves it. And little sister, I will take care of it until you come home and you help us take care of the forest once again. And he's just gonna kind of like pull his legs up the best of his ability, and he's just gonna sit there and weep.
Hades, while all this is happening, is going to summon his thorned crown, symbol of his godhood. He's going to take it off. He's going to place it on Persephone's chest. And if the DM will allow, I would like to change the nature of gentle repose as he casts it on her.
Can you explain what that means? Because there is no reviving her at this point.
Oh no, we know. Rather than preserving the body, he will turn her body into the thing she loves most. The flowers and the trees and the plants. And the crown will also dissolve into that spell and become flowers with her.
You see not only flowers and plants, but the wind itself takes on that pink quality of her hair and wraps around you like cherry blossoms, weaving in between each of the four of you as sort of a final sarcastic comment or a hug or kiss on the cheek, filling the air with a sweet scent that reminds all of you who knew her before of when she was more innocent and sweet, but there's that slight burn of knowing what she became as a grove of flowers springs up in Celestine under your feet.
Till we meet again, my queen.
The war would range on for another 500 years, with no end goal and no respite until finally both sides just gave up. With no winner in sight and no ending, Romythra was rent apart only to have no clear victor, and to see every single god, except for one, vanish, or so we thought. I would like to have a brief epilogue. Either you have a choice of one of your characters who you played after the war or in a final moment of your character. Or if your character still lives today or a memory of them lives today, you may do modern day. Romythra now. We're going to go in initiative order and start with Medea. You may choose Jason, Medea, or Ferris.
I'm gonna go with Medea. In the short term, Medea returns to Minerva's home, lectures her time-traveling son, and sends him, and he contacts time and gets sent back to his own timeline. Or actually, no, he stays, because it makes more sense for him to stay because you can't go back to a timeline that never was. So Medea now, she finds a new home on the material plane in Zella, where she has a special teleportation circle where she can easily reach Minerva. should she need anything, or should Minerva need anything. And she raises her 2 boys and does it brilliantly, and neither of them grow up to be warriors. They grow up to be anything else. A artisan or a my brain's blanking on vocations. But they grow up to be fine young men, and they are like their father in the best ways and unlike him in his worst. And she could not be happier. Though she misses Jason, and she misses Persephone. And every now and then she will send a little letter to Achilles, or the boys will insist that they send a letter to Achilles, and makes sure to do her best to keep in contact with him, for the sake of her boys and Jason.
Achilles.
You see a progression of time outside of the home of Medea and her boys. Achilles, sword on his back, or shield on his arm, staring with a small smile. You see sunrise and sunset pass faster and faster and faster. The trees grow. Years, countless years pass by. The age only shown in his eyes, showing future lineages of Minerva and her children. Achilles keeping his watchful eye as promised, until finally, looking up, coming boss, stands up wearing the pants of holding of Hector. Holding Hector's skull is like, coming with me again. Takes a swig of wine, puts it back into his pocket, and flies off to do Hades' bidding.
Hades.
Many, many, many centuries later, Hades has built himself a beautiful cottage where he lives with Cerberus, surrounded by, as best, a garden of Persephone's favorite flowers as he can manage.
It is very snowy. You're in Bellaforge, up in the mountains. You do what you can.
I do what I can. And he happily tends them. He no longer wears the armor, just a set of plain robes and an apron and work gloves when he's out tending his field. You also see quite a large number of barrels as he has taken to his other pastime, brewing.
And I will say that on one day, you get a knock on your door and see a beautiful winter Eladrin woman with some pastries. And she says, I don't believe we've met. My name is Persephone. And she glows with a pink light.
And Hades smiles. Not this time, at least. I'm Hades.
We're going to save Persephone last. And we're going to go to lore. You can pick Minerva or Kern.
It would be Kern. Min's story, as far as I'm concerned. Min's story has finished out the way that it needed to.
I love that.
Min's story has finished the way that it needed to. But so, despite everything that happened in Celestina, Kern and Belle have decided to take up residence there. They have Persephone's garden to tend to, as well as get the land back on track. Kern has given up some of his more unsavory vices now that Bella's awake. Instead has returned to devoting most of his life to potion making, and is kind of back on the track that he needs to be on. And for as long as their bodies are capable, once a year, when the garden is at its peak, Belle does go through and clean up the flowers, and makes herself a personal delivery to one very snowy mountaintop, as a thank you to her life back. And if a certain snowy mountaintop resident would allow, I would like to think that your flowers thrive because she is a summer eladrin and provides the heat and sunlight that they need. The Belle, if you are unaware, is the walking embodiment of sunshine and fertility. So she brings Persephone's flowers to Hades once a year and gives life to the garden that he's doing his best at.
And if a certain Aladdin would allow, a certain wintry mountaintop resident would also once a year bring to the garden. We'll take a certain dog to the garden to visit, and also bring separate portions, both one for the garden and one for the household, a bottle of his, or a cask of his best mead.
And just because, I will say that one Eladrin and one Satyr will happily accept the mead in exchange for a night of pleasantries, and just cheers to peace.
Indeed.
Persephone, your spirit lives on in the young Eladrin who came to see Hades and eventually becomes his wife. And Cliffshire Woods is in modern day Romythra undergoing a new protection as people begin to take interest in it again, as people begin to live there again. If the spirit of Persephone could do one last thing, what would she do?
I was not ready for that.
I love you. Take your time.
I think in the interim, between when the Winter Ladrin shows up, she would visit Hades one last time. And just tell him that she loved him. And that she wouldn't change her last action for anything.
And as we end our story, in a war that had no end, truly, no victor, we know that our heroes, unlikely as they were, rescued Romythra from a far worse fate. And that is where we will end All's Fair in Love and War. We'll take a moment to talk to some people in chat. I saw AGG Pattywhack. So good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Scrolling up, doing my best. I saw Goose snuck in there. Right as Persephone died.
Sorry for the trauma.
It's okay. It's just like literally I messaged, so we still doing this? Like, you know. But that is it. That is the end of All's Fair in Love and War.
I just want to point out you killed every single person from Achilles' squad on top of his lover.
Sorry.
Doofus, can I tell you something really terrible?
What?
So Evelyn and I were discussing the way that it would benefit the party most in order of death, and Achilles was supposed to die first.
Achilles lived the entire time. We literally were like, well, I mean, it would probably make the most sense for Achilles to die first. That way we can get the storyline with the backup character, and we can do this, and then this person needs to die, and then this person needs to die.
Like, Mid needs to die, or Jason needs to die after that.
I think it was Jason was next.
Yeah, like we pegged Persephone to live the whole time.
Yeah.
For it to go Achilles, Jason, Mid.
I had different plans.
I like to think that in current day Romythra, Achilles still has not seen Patroclus. I don't know what's like 1,000 years between All's Fair and current Romythra. 1,000 years of watching over Medea and Jason's line, doing work for Hades. I don't know how strict he'd be as a patron. Hope you let him get drunk every once in a while, because he's going to need it for 1,000 years.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, if you want to see more of Romythra, there are places to find me. But I first want to thank everyone who was a part of this. I want to thank my cast. I want to thank guest stars Duckburg, Churney Adventures, and Magic Sheeb, who came in and did a wonderful job of either traumatizing us or traumatizing us. Let's just leave it at that. My players for being so incredibly open to the things that I threw at them, and also understanding of my panic attacks, as I did a lot of things that I was not used to doing. Magic, of course, for being not only the head of this channel, but also for doing the back end. Evelyn for doing the back end for the 2 weeks that Magic wasn't here. Churney for being... And I hear the voice in my ear whispering dirty things, and I'm just going to tell Twitch that this is happening because you need to know. You need to know what I go through.
I thank you to Evelyn for turning a dragon into a barrel and making one of the most creative moments I've seen in any combat.
I will say, had that dragon not been transformed, it would have been a TPK. That dragon had so much stuff. But a genius move, truly, and the game breaker has truly done it. It all culminated in this. Another thank you to Churney Adventures for being our audio person, getting all the music, really taking care to want to tell the story that I set out. Before we wrap up, as Churney just said in chat, be sure to give your points to the community goal. We are 39% raised. Also, I just heard thanks for that, Churney. Thanks for that. Burr, burr, burr. Yeah, I heard you. And of course, thank you to Circle DM for being our guest star. It is a delight having Sphinx on the show, and thank you for being here.
It was my pleasure. I love this so much. This was amazing.
So at the top, we announced everything that's going on at Magic Academy. Go to the Discord. Make sure you're catching up on everything that's going on. And let's do a very, very quick round of where we can find everyone, like quick elevator pitch. We're going to start with Evelyn.
You can find me everywhere at Evelyn sometimes, mostly Twitch and Tumblr.
Doofus.
You can find me on TikTok as Doofus Domain Cleric, and then you can find me in a blanket burrito crying for the rest of the night.
Lore.
I don't ever know how to follow him up. I'm always after Doofus.
You happen to be right next to him. That's literally the only reason.
Okay. Sweet and Lore, you can find me on all the platforms at Sweet and Lore. No spaces, no dashes, no nothing. You will actually find me and the ever-loving Magic Sheeb, our delightful headmaster, playing V Rising this Saturday.
Lily Pandas.
You can find me on my Twitch stream, Lily Pandas. God, sorry, my brain is not on there.
Oh, you did a whole emotional thing. You did a beautiful job.
Lily just started streaming, and you should absolutely go follow them because they are a delightful and wonderful human being, and we love them very much.
They're 8 away from 50 followers. Get them to 50 followers.
So if you don't follow Lily, then like, why are you even here?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm very disappointed.
We just did an emotional trauma dump for you. You owe Lily a follow.
I love you.
Don't follow Lily. She just had her character die for her love, like their love. Let's just do that. So I was thinking of Persephone's pronouns.
My next stream
Sphinx.
is on Wednesday.
Wonderful. Sphinx.
I am Sphinx Akasha. You can find me as Circle DM on TikTok, Sphinx Akasha just about everywhere else. You can also find me on both the ADH Adventures and the DAG Show streaming channels, pretty much almost every day of the week. And you can find me at Gen Con this year. I will be running a one-shot campaign called The Lover, the Dreamer, and the Thieves. And I'm super excited, and it's going to be a good time.
Wonderful. You can find me on TikTok and on Twitch at the Tipsy Tiger, where I do cosplay, nerdery stuff, TPRPG stuff, and gaming. You can find me on Twitter at Kafkaboodle. And if you are interested in becoming a part of Romythra, I have just opened up official commissions on coffee.com. I make custom one-shots for you, so you don't feel like you're plopped in the middle of a module. I would love for you to be part of the story. And that's it. So guys, that's it. Thus ends the storybook closes. So we are going to raid out, and we're gonna go say hello to Hi John. I'm Dad, one of our friends here at the Academy. So grab
I love
those
John.
raid emotes. Thank you again to everyone, and please remember to be kind and to love each other, because you don't know what anyone is going through on a given day. And we hope to see you next time. We have so much coming up at the Academy, and we can't wait to see you there. Good night, everyone.
Bye.